hair. She looks like she's like an old ass anime.
I don't know. Is that Lupin?
Is it? Like I feel like it's Lupin, but I is it Lupin? Because she has that kind of hair. I like how I don't know if my camera just likes this figure, but I've never seen it not just like blanket out over me or something. What the fuck? And she's long. I don't know if you could tell, but like,
Okay, let's see.
look how long she is.
So Lupin, the third figures. All right, let's see.
Like
Who's
her
these
body
bitches?
is like
Okay.
10 heads.
It looks.
And it's not just
okay.
legs. She's like a long torso too.
No, I don't think it is. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's Lupin
there's
either.
a body. There is a girl with a bodysuit like that, but not like that. Okay, it's time to show it to the thing so everybody can figure it out.
Everybody could be like, "Oh, that's so and so from Evangelion."
Figure of the day.
Evangelion.
Oh shit, bro! Tokyo Revengers. Let's go.
What is
Yo, my
Tokyo
boy.
Revengers?
Basically, a guy who has to go back in time because he has the ability to go back in time, and he figures out when he's like years after high school, he like he's like a nobody. He's basically like a NEET and a shut-in, and he's just like, oh shit, like the news happened. What the fuck happened? He's like, oh fuck, some girl died. And there he's like, this bitch sounds familiar. He's like, oh shit, that's my ex-girlfriend. And he starts feeling bad and all that shit. And then he finds the brother and him, and he's able to go back in time and basically go back to high school days and try to change time to save his girlfriend.
Is it like a modern times version of Redo of Healer, but probably with less hentai? It's like
Redo of Healer wishes. No, Redo of Healer wishes there's fucking Tokyo Revengers. Get the fuck out of here with that The Tokyo Revengers are here.
I find it sus that two very similar premises, not stories, but very similar premises, both are like popular.
Man, you almost got me saying dropping the N-bomb on you.
Oh, that's how upset you're
saying
getting?
you talk. Yeah, I'm just saying. No. Redo of Healer is Tokyo Revengers is in a whole different league. It's actually good.
I'm so tired of Redo of Healer.
Like I said, the whole premise is behind it is that they're all like gangsters. It's literally what do you call it? And the Bokuzoku, the fucking biker gangs.
Bosozoku.
Yeah, they're it's all about that. It revolves all around that shit.
Boko, the chocobos.
Chocobozoku.
I'm pretty sure that exists. Like, not that exists, but I'm pretty sure that somebody drew that. Like, chocobo as a fucking Bosozoku. But
yo, can you, bruh? Oh, hold on, Pleiades, we can't hear you, Pleiades. Manuel, that might be a new thing.
Wait, are we live? It says that we're live.
Oh shoot! Everyone over here heard me threaten.
Live for 3 minutes. Oh my god! So they heard you say that about you almost won. You just canceled again, like banana.
Okay, there we go.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Banana.
I'll show you a banana that's coming on you, Manuel.
What the fuck, Warren?
And a banana split.
Me and Manuel right now, we're opposite. We are now sworn enemies. We're probably gonna spoon in a little bit, but we're sworn enemies for right now.
In our hearts. Oh, Pleiades is signed in as me. That's pretty funny. Playing Minecraft apparently. Testing cheer 1?
Oh no, points. Oh yeah, cheer 1. Oh, neat.
What's cheer 1?
It's the one that comes before cheer 2.
I'm gonna beat your ass, Pleiades.
You can
why are you always beating up?
Why am I always beating up what?
Chicken butt. You have been defeated. Yo, so I remember when I was talking about the Billie Eyelash takeover shit.
Eyelash.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Because whenever that's what the ads are right now for Twitch, and Billie Eyelash is trying to take over the world right now.
Oh, okay? You're right. Actually, I was like, "Who the hell is this?" I actually don't. I think that's not even joking at all. That's the first time I've ever in my life, and this tells you kind of how boomery I guess it is boomery, but how more out of touch. Because even boomers aren't this crazy. How out of touch I am with like. Yep. Modern pop culture in the U.S. That's the
I thought you know who Billie Eyelash is.
I do.
I call it Billie Eyelash, okay?
But that didn't know who Lil Nas X was.
You do realize it's Billie Eilish, right? Not eyelash.
Yeah, no, I just call it Billie Eyelash for the.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Correction.
sure.
But I had never seen Billie Eilish in motion, so I was really confused. I'm like, is that Billie Eilish? Like, I've never actually seen her like in a moving. I've only seen her in like a picture here and
It's
there.
not like people completely change how they look when they're moving.
Okay.
I think so, because
Like,
when people when people take pictures, it's always like.
You never even saw her to begin with, so like,
Well,
how would you even know either way?
And I legitimately
Whether
have
still
seen,
or
like,
moving.
I've legitimately seen like 5 pictures of her in my life, even at that. It's not even like I have a huge pool to draw from.
I am so curious as to like what your like media feed is like.
Okay.
I have heard
like-
Bad Guy only because like
You should look into Billie Eilish though. Her music is good.
He didn't even know it. Like he never heard Old Town Road. We're like, what the fuck?
Oh, you haven't?
I heard Old Town Road.
Now.
The very first time I ever heard Old Town Road, I mean to say, was one time when I think it might even be the Drunk podcast we did with Ren. Well, it was me I did with Ren, but like she started singing it during the podcast. That was the first time I'd ever heard that song, and I didn't know what the hell it was until a long time later.
Exactly.
Speaking of Ren, get well soon. She like busted her face open.
That is not where I thought you were gonna go there, but I'm glad that's
Yeah.
where that sentence ended.
Who is she fighting?
Oh, hey, my lid is green screen.
I actually don't know what happened, but she busted her face open.
Can I go
She had
first?
like she had a bunch of surgeries, right? Like not a bunch of surgeries. She had some what do they call those? Stitches. And she had to get it all fixed up. She's probably gonna have like I was making the joke last night on FAP that she's probably gonna have like a Harry Potter scar now. You know.
But on her, what you said on her
There you go.
face, like where?
Well, she posted a picture about it, by the way, when like she's getting like the surgeries done. But like, it looks like it's
I didn't know.
like her forehead, like right here, like you know her.
Oh, okay. I thought
like
I thought it was
the
like
part
right,
that
like
typically
I
hits
thought she
something, so
busted
maybe
her
she
lip
fell.
or something.
Oh, like
No, so
biking?
Or she
maybe
could have
she
like
fell or,
gotten
or
a
something
hit
like
or
that.
something.
Yeah, but it's like this part that they were like working on, like the nose, the bridge, all this shit.
Oh, shit, I hope she's all right. You're well still around.
Billy
Okay,
got
Tell
canceled.
both
What did
Leslie.
Billy get canceled for?
Should I start? I'm already
Wait.
sharing my screen.
Warren and Callie. I mean,
Oh, you thought so? That thing ain't going through until I allow it. Now who's in the driver's seat?
Hold on. I
Wait,
should
hold on. Before we go
Warren
ahead and go
Callie
into any
before I
of
called
that,
her Molly.
how
You
about
haven't
we
done
go
shit,
ahead
Molly.
and
Calm down.
how about we go ahead and start off our introductions? Welcome everybody to DTL Drink Talk Learn. Where we all come in on a Saturday night, typically speaking. Every other Saturday is what our current schedule is. Come in with the topic, start talking, and then after 3 minutes, we have to take a drink. Every minute thereafter, we take an extra drink.
My hair is a little crazy
Nice.
today.
Nice.
It's been so freaking humid.
Yeah, be like that. Also, we are allowed to interrupt each other as a verbal obstacle course to force each other to drink more and get absolutely shoe-wasted by the end of the night. If you are watching this, know that we are professionals and we do this regularly and know what we're doing.
We're professional drinkers. Like what?
Sure, why
We're
not?
professionals. Molly.
Sure.
Shh. Yeah, Molly. Don't,
Absolutely.
Don't. Yeah, the illusion.
If you are watching, you are underage. First off, you shouldn't be watching this. That's number one. Number two, anything you do that is involved with all this, not our fault. We are not role models. We do not encourage all this. We are, again, trained professionals. And as a result, anything you do to harm yourself, on you. Do not drink responsible. Only if you are of age. We are not sponsored by any alcohol companies. We totally could be, just saying out there. And just make sure you take care of yourself. And basically don't blame us for any stupid shit you do. Going ahead into our introductions, yours truly, Pleiades, the shitposting demon lord, head writer for Treasure Box Press. Currently, we should have a podcast going up as a precursor to the Ava Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 final movie going out. Me and partner went ahead and did a deep dive going through all like the first 3 rebuild movies, bitching. It's a great show. Be up in like I don't know, day or so. But
nice. Tossing
it over. Follow at PLEIA _DS on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Treasure Box Press Instagram, Twitter, all the socials, blah, blah, blah. And then to my right here, we have Manuel, the person responsible for starting this whole thing off. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Two things before I say anything. First of all, wait, you mean a Treasure Box podcast? I was confused by that. You didn't really. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you should have started at the start of the pandemic when the going was good.
Son.
Like you remember those pandemic views? Does everyone remember those pandemic views? Those are great.
I never look at stats.
When we were always in the teens, I was all like, this feels great. This will never end. This is the time that'll never end. But no, thank you for watching, by the way. And but what was I getting at here? And second of all, technically, the one who is responsible for all this is Callie, and she's not here. So, rip Callie, rip Rant's forehead, and rip Callie. So,
which we will figure out as soon as one of us asses ourselves into reviving her. But in the meantime,
she's not dead.
She's not. She's like she's in like a quantum state, like not living, not dead. But like if people aren't seeing her, then can you really say she's alive?
Oh yeah, I should probably reiterate that she's not actually dead.
I talked to her like today.
I know. I talked.
Timer-chan?
She actually told us good luck today earlier.
She did actually. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, she's not dead though. So she's fine.
I'm drinking my alcohol straight today, guys.
Hey, also I love how both of Manuel's notes had nothing to do with introducing himself.
It's just
dope. Nice.
I had to use an amaretto. I had to use the amaretto bottle as a prop, so I had to pour it all into this Gentleman Jack bottle that was empty.
Oh,
but
it's funny.
But I wanted to put this on it so that people knew it was amaretto.
When it looks like what you were doing there, I thought you were like, we're like, I'm not showing off the brand if we're not sponsored. That's what it looked like you were doing at first. I'm like, oh wait, no, you just.
That's actually smart.
It's
that's
Toronto.
Yeah.
It's totally not Toronto.
But it could be.
I've actually been somewhat careful.
When not introducing yourself at all.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Manuel, and when I drink my rum, I was trying to do that fucking market thing. I fucked up.
And countless priceless artifacts, like old ass Famicom thing. You probably like spilled like whole ass thing of liqueur on an Earthbound fucking SNES cartridge. I swear to God.
I actually keep refilling it into this like cheap ass plastic rum bottle. I probably should stop doing because I know you're not supposed to refill those bottles. And
yeah, that's gross, yo.
It's plastic leaches, like it
exactly.
Does,
but like that's probably why some of that rum tastes like shit sometimes. But I should at least get a new bottle, get a glass.
Did you know what shit tastes like, Manuel?
Why don't you just use the bottle and then once it's empty, just throw it away?
Because I don't want to advertise what I'm drinking. Anyways,
okay,
that's a real concern. Anyways, underneath me is Warren, and go into yourself.
Wow. What's up, yo? My name is Warren, aka Frederick Batman, aka Too Many Names McGee, aka that dude, but not that dude. I'm a small Twitch streamer and on Twitch, obviously at MISTA_BADMAN, aka that Mr. Badman. I stream Monday and Tuesdays. And then I also do some shit with A to J, which is Wild Arms Wednesdays. Thank fucking God we're finishing that game next week.
Why is my arm orange?
Then, Manuel, you shut the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to do my intro.
Like
you tell him, Warren.
This fucking guy.
You tell him.
Sorry.
I lost track. And then I also do DTR Drink Talk Roll where we play D&D, which is every Friday. So it'll be next Friday. And then whatever's going to happen for DTL after today. And that's it. Come check me out. Bye.
And it's Molly. I did not almost call you Callie.
Also, it's every other Friday.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Molly, you like
Friday,
raised one eyebrow. That looks so weird. I don't think I've ever seen you do that before.
Okay, every once in a while, my like one side of my face, like I don't know if it's because I'm having a stroke or what. But it's just, like,
stroke mind.
Will just like be slightly like the eyebrow will be lower than the other one. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that right now. Anyways, hi, I'm Molly, also known as Marisuga. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram with Marisuga with 2 eyes.
She's really shy. Go hit up her. All her usual shit. It's dope. Likes all that shit.
Wait, why Molly stop talking?
I don't know. I was thinking for a second.
Yeah, Molly is thinking. It's okay, Molly. At least someone didn't jump in the middle.
Oh my god! Hold on a second, guys. I needed to take off. For some reason, I have the sober tag on the stream, and that's a lie. Hold on. Keep going. Keep going, Molly.
Well, you're gonna get the straight edge kids coming in here yelling at us.
My eyebrows are doing weird things right now. I work with A to J, mainly doing panels and stuff at conventions, which will be starting up again soonish. Yay! I'm still figuring out what exactly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You don't get spontaneously canceled.
Manuel asked me what we should do, and I was like, not now.
Yeah, Molly. And the funny thing about you saying not now was that I had actually asked you the day before you finally answered. So technically, like that wasn't even the
I just
now
was like, I was too tired.
I know that was just fun. That wasn't even the now that I was asking.
Oh, was Manuel in drunk like middle of the night texting mode?
No, it was legitimately like at 4 p.m. on on Wednesday. Like
oh, okay.
Real sober Manuel.
Yes, it was just like what panel? Because I actually I was
thought as rare as a shiny Pokemon.
I was on a long like trip going to somewhere, and I was like trying to do some notes about like ALA because I hadn't done any of them, and I was like, I should at least think about what panels we're doing, and because I want to do a old school Holo Project panel, like it's an idol company. No, Hello Project.
Oh, hello, okay.
And I was talking to like Tiffany and Angie about that and everything like that, and I don't think Molly really knows enough about that one, but other stuff I was like, and then I'm talking to Rose about doing some like extreme horror movie, Asian horror movies things and things like that. Ooh. Like all new panels, all like brand new panels. That's why I was like, what are we gonna do? Like while we're actually planning this shit out. Like, oh God forbid, I'm planning things, and not just yeah. Because when those apps open, I want to get in there fast. And
apps.
Yeah. Applications.
Applications.
By the way, guys, I've been cleaning out of storage, lovely throwing away a ton of shit. I'm sure everyone hates me. But if anyone knows who this character is, I can't. There it goes. She's a long girl. She's really long. Her like body is like 15 heads. But
Scarlett Johansson.
Her,
yeah, I don't know who this is
or something.
Give me free kawaii shit. I actually was giving away a bunch of Inuyasha figures, and nobody and like I have this thing about when I'm giving things away. Hold on, I have this thing when I'm giving things away that I'm gonna throw away. I don't, and this is exactly why I don't like posting. Who wants this stuff? This always happens. People are like, "Oh, I want that one. I want that one." I'm like, "No. You don't understand. I want you to come here, get them all, and it's your problem now. You can throw them away if you want. You can keep giving them away. You can do whatever." But I was trying to give away a complete set of Inuyasha figures, like old school from Viz. Like there was Inuyasha, there was Kikyo, there was Sesshomaru, there was all of them, and I was trying to give away the whole set. Either keep them, or even if they wanted one, just take them all. And nobody wanted to take them all, so I threw them all away. And they were all brand new. And it just upsets me. I'm like,
hold on, Manuel.
So much.
No, I want some shit, but you don't want us to know where you live.
I am so angry.
No, and nobody wanted to come get them all. And I'm like, no, you have to come get them all. Like I don't want you to be like,
can I hire a TaskRabbit?
Can you send me the Sesshomaru? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna ship anything because I don't want to, like, that's half the issue. I don't want any trouble. I want to just throw them away, or you could take them right now, or like I'll save them for you, but you have to take them all.
Manuel is Jackie Chan holding a baby with windshield wipers in the other hand.
But yeah.
You don't want no trouble.
But yeah, I ended up throwing them all away, and it was like, to be fair,
Manuel, I don't understand.
Really it was annoying though, because like the only reason I didn't throw them away initially because they were all boxed, and somehow.
Oh my god! Oh.
No, somehow, well, almost all the figures I threw away were boxed, but somehow these figures had like through like the 20 years of being moved around. Because like things from when I was in high school. Like the 20 years of being moved around, they hadn't gotten smashed, so they were still like in really good condition. Oh my god! And I was all like,
"You're doing this on purpose."
No, I'm being real. And I was like, it's in the A to J chat. Molly can go look at it right now. And I was like trying to give them away, and everybody was like, I want that figure, I want that. And people even DMing me like, can you send me that figure? And I'm like, no, you're missing the point. I want you to come get them all, and then,
motherfucker, I would have paid you.
But yeah, I threw them all away. And,
I know you're doing it on purpose.
It gets better because, like, especially for those.
Worse.
Well, it gets worse, especially for those because I was so annoyed with those particularly because I kept them around for a couple days, even though I was gonna throw them away earlier on in the week. That when I went back to the storage, I made it a point to open them all and just throw them into the dumpster. So like even if somebody dumpster dived for them, they were already like covered in trash and everything like that.
You're
So,
literally the whole
I destroyed
scene
Hold up.
from Dark
Hold up.
Knight, where like Joker is like burning a whole mountain of money, and it's like sometimes
For the
about
record.
sending a message. That is you. That is literally you right now.
For the record, in case anyone's wondering why I didn't just sell them on eBay, shipping's actually stupid these days.
No, it's
And I've gotten burned a lot on eBay over the past year selling things to collectors. They're all like, you didn't disclose that the corner of this box is damaged.
I'm right
here. And then
here.
they'll want to send it back. And more than once, eBay will just side with them and they'll let them keep the item and they get the money back. And I'm like, I'm not even dealing with that anymore.
You're not you're not doing it right. But like, even if you were, I'm right here. I would have paid. I would like have all give you the.
I was
everything
giving them
for the
away.
shipping.
That's the funny thing. But
That's why I'm angry.
Unless it's worth a ton of money, because there were some things I'm like, okay, this is worth a ton of money, I'll sell this. But if it's worth only a bit, and if it's a hassle to ship because it's a figure and it might get smashed, I'm not even gonna bother. It's
The
not
figures
worth
would
it.
have been like at most 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Molly, you just don't want to hear me rant about Inuyasha anymore. Anyways,
Those figures would have been worth at least $40 each, $10 for shipping, maybe if that.
But Bookoff gives you dirt for figures, and I didn't. And it's so bulky, like it's a giant box of figures. It would be like I wouldn't want to carry that in there.
Woo, okay, so I am doing this because I did a deep dive once onto like Super Bowl halftime shows, so I decided I'll do one detail.
Wait. We don't have timer challenge. So I'll just start like a bootleg timer in this window.
Do you mean a Google tab?
Yeah. That actually is exactly what I meant, by the way. I called it a bootleg timer, by the way, guys. Okay, 10 seconds, go.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. Just a quick few things that you might not know. The NFL does not pay halftime show performers for an
Really?
fee.
Yeah.
They do not. They do cover the expenses for the performers and like the technical crew and like family and friends and all that stuff, but they do not actually pay them an appearance fee. Apparently, though, when Michael Jackson performed, they did the NFL and Frito-Lay agreed to make a donation and provide commercial time for Jackson's Heal the World Foundation. And people that perform in the halftime do tend to have a significant like spike in sales right afterwards. And apparently for Super Bowl XLIX, I think that's
Extra large.
49.
Yes, it is. It's XLIX.
It was reported by the Wall Street Journal that league officials asked representatives of potential acts if they'd be willing to provide financial compensation to the NFL in exchange for their appearance. So, like, basically to pay to be part of it.
Fuck
that. Bullshit.
Well,
what?
But the reports were denied by the NFL. But according to the Wall Street Journal, it had not received a great response. But yeah, that's just like quick thing. People do not actually get paid basically they're compensated, like their stuff is paid for, their travel and all that stuff is paid for, but they are not actually paid.
Exposure.
What about like paying for like dancers and the scenes and all that? Is that like covered by the NFL?
What was that?
Like production costs, like getting dancers and jump like that.
It just says
pyrotechnics.
It covers all expenses for performers and their entourage of band members, management, technical crew, security personnel, family, and friends.
Okay, well, at least there's that.
All right. I don't know. My mom said, I think something when The Weeknd did it, like he put like $1 million or something of his own money into the production.
Oh yeah, he made a whole freaking maze.
Yeah, the maze.
Yeah, that was a crazy halftime show. Anyways, but let's get started.
Manuel, what's the clock at?
2:15.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
2:20.
So we're gonna start.
Sorry.
The Super Bowl started in 1967. So this is like 1967 to 1965. It was basically marching bands and famous people, but not like we probably don't know any of these famous people. There are a couple that we will know the names of though. But basically the first 3 years it was like completely just school marching bands. Oftentimes they weren't even from like the place that the Super Bowl was being held. But oftentimes they were either like a high school or college marching band or drill team that would just do kind of like, you know what halftime shows are at a lot of other events.
Like
And
at like
there are
high
also
school games, stuff
themes.
like
It
that.
actually was not until I think like 2006 that they stopped doing themes.
I'm surprised they had Ella Fitzgerald there.
Yes, so in 1970 they had Marguerite Piazza, Doc Severinsen, blah, 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 blah. In 1972 they had Ella Fitzgerald. That's someone that people probably know. And then in 1975 there was Mercer Ellington, and who was Duke Ellington's son.
Oh, damn.
The theme. So in 1969 the theme was America Thanks. Then we did Tribute to Mardi Gras, Salute to Louis Armstrong. This was the year after Louis Armstrong had passed. 1973 is called Happiness Is. 1974, Musical America. And then in 1975, Tribute to Duke Ellington, which was the year after Duke Ellington passed. Here's some pictures. I stopped putting the dates after this one, but so this year.
Wait, what are they doing in 67? They're like jumping.
They have.
No, those are the aliens.
No, those are cosmonauts. This was before we'd actually been to the moon, but this is, this was during like the space rush, so.
Oh yeah, the 67. That would have been like still like Cold
Carol
War.
Channing, who I don't actually know who that is, but apparently she was big. This is cult-like. And then here, actually, this was 1971. I had there were different sources that would say like different people.
Oh shit!
Different years.
Sorry,
odd, but anyways,
I now have a timer.
This is Ella Fitzgerald in 1972. Okay, from 1976 to 1990, there were still a lot of marching bands. But then we had this group called Up With the People. And I'm confused because some places said they performed in 1971, but some places said they didn't, and I don't really know. But they are an American non-profit organization that uses a 5-month program involving travel, the performing arts, volunteering, and various workshops focusing on intercultural communication to teach young adults how to interact in a multicultural environment and create change in communities with varied needs. And they performed 4 times for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And they were, all in the 70s and 80s, so you can pretty much guess what they were like. Disney also has produced quite a few of the halftime shows.
Disney.
This is not all of them, but
from
this time period, they were involved in 1977, 1984, and 1987. So let's see quick famous people that you might actually know. In 1987, George Burns and Mickey Rooney. In 1988, Chubby Checker and the Rockettes. 1989 had Elvis Presto, who was literally an Elvis impersonator.
I was gonna say like I can't read it because like where it's on the line. So I'm like, did you typo Elvis Presley?
Nope. Elvis Presley I don't think was alive in 1989. Was he? I don't actually know.
No, he actually was dead by that point.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
And then for the themes, we had 200 Years and Just a Baby, a tribute to America's bicentennial. Then 1997, It's a Small World, obviously a Disney one. 1978 was From Paris to Paris of America. I think that one was in New Orleans. Salute to the Caribbean.
Oh my god, I read that really wrong. Sorry, this is fun.
Wow. This fool said condom.
A Salute to the Big Band era. Mardi Gras Festival. Salute to the 1960s in Motown. Kaleido Super Scope. Salute to the superstars of the silver screen. World of Children's Dreams. Beat of the Future. Salute to Hollywood's 100th anniversary. The World of Make Believe. Something Grand. And then the 1950s rock and roll. Bebop Bamboozled in 3D.
Bebop Bamboozled.
What?
And then in 1990, it was a salute to New Orleans and also the 40th anniversary of Peanuts. It's an interesting combination. But
like a comic?
Yes. Not the plant.
Not the legume.
Here's some pictures.
Legume.
This is Up With the People.
They look like a cult.
Yeah. That middle one is worth a meme.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know what you'd meme it
Yeah,
with,
this is one of the Disney ones. Obviously, like the people at the show did not see this, but they saw this on TV.
It's Presto.
This was this is like a card trick that's happening in the background. This is Elvis Presto, yes. And then here's Mardi Gras music with Snoopy.
We missed the drink.
Mardi Gras Snoopy is a wild combo. Like they just try to like mash everything in there.
Just by the way, also you can find most, if not all, of these performances on YouTube. I have seen all of them. That's why I said I did.
That's amazing. I thought the NFL would have like smacked down everybody.
I mean, the majority of them until the 90s were literally like they're not people that you would necessarily know.
Yeah, Elvis Presto.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously, like Ella Fitzgerald, obviously is extremely famous, and some like Chubby Checker and people like that. But for the most part, it wasn't like today where it's like a big name thing. And actually, the 1990s, is when we saw that turning point.
I remember like there was like a 1 minute joke in Family Guy back before like online piracy was like really big, and like it was just a joke of like trying to record like a football game on a VHS. Dudes popping in with guns, shooting everything.
Oh yeah.
So, the 90s saw a turning point, and it was in order to go against other networks' counter programming. The halftime show started using popular musical acts. So it was like other networks would start trying to put like their most popular stuff at the same time, so people wouldn't watch the Super Bowl and instead they'd watch their network. And so the Super Bowl is like, now we're gonna put like the most popular people in the halftime show, so people are still watching the Super Bowl. So, from 1991 to 1993, we have in 1991, the theme was Small World. It was once again by Disney. It was a tribute to 25 years of the Super Bowl as well.
Drink.
They had the New Kids on the Block, Disney characters, Warren Moon, and 2,000 local children.
2,000 local children.
That would be a dope band name.
This halftime show was actually not shown until after the game on TV. Because ABC was showing the Golf News Report instead. Golf War News Report.
Yeah, that did happen about that time.
I mean, yes, it was exactly that time. My parents' honeymoon was spent watching the Golf News on TV.
Oh, God.
Or the Gulf War.
Oh, God.
And they were born in 91. So in 92, this one was in Minnesota. Woo. The theme was Winter Magic, and it was a salute to the 1992 Winter Olympics. They had Gloria Estefan and Olympic figure skaters, then hockey team, and the U of M marching band. Also, there was figure skating. They literally brought an ice rink out onto the stage or onto the field.
I was about to ask, like, without a skate rink, like, how? What? Like, it was just some skaters.
Yeah,
no ice,
it was like a snowflake-shaped ice rink. Yep. It was cool. And then in 1993 was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson in 93. This was the Super Bowl that really started the shift towards having a single headline act for the show. No, it wasn't immediate, but this was like the one that really they were like, oh.
Yeah, once MJ does it, it's kind of like now you have to set a precedent. It's like
I never like. I don't know if he did that song there, but that song Black and White was fucking.
Here's New Kids on the Block with 2,000 local children. Here's Disney characters with 2,000 local children and New Kids on the Block. Here's the mice skating on the field. You can see the skating rink, and here's Michael Jackson.
There's no barrier; they're gonna just fall.
Also, I gotta point this out: New Kids on the Block. Anybody say like, "Oh, men getting like more and more feminine"? No, it's been like this. It's always been like this.
Something. Right
okay.
Stuff.
From 1994 to 2000, we start getting. Obviously, you can see there's a lot more famous people here, and there were still. At
Indiana
times,
Jones? Drink.
Yeah, we'll get there. At times,
like Harrison Ford,
they will still have marching bands and stuff, but it leaned away from that. So in 1994, I don't know if any of those people. I don't know any of these people, so I'm just gonna go through the ones that I knew. We had in 1995, we had Patti LaBelle, Indiana Jones, and Marion Redwood.
Miami.
1996 was Diana Ross. 1997, the Blues Brothers. In 1998, Boys to Men, Smokey Robinson, Queen Latifah.
Somebody in the chat.
Temptations.
The amounts of like parallels in JoJo, like things where it's like these artists and shit like were referencing JoJo.
In 1999, Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, who I don't know who that is, but I love that name. In 2000, we had Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, and Tony Braxton.
Drink. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy were one of those like big band groups like the Brian Setzer Orchestra that were all over the swing revival of the 2000s, if anyone remembers that.
In 1994, it was Rock and Country Sunday, so I guess that's a country, yeah. In 1995, the theme was literally Indiana Jones, the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. I think they just, I don't remember.
A video game?
But I think they might have just like replayed the show. I don't know. In 1986, it was called Take Me Higher, a celebration of 30 years of the Super Bowl. In 1997, we had the Blues Brothers Brash. In 1998, it was a salute to Motown's 40th anniversary. So that's why we had, like,
I wonder how much
the Temptations, Smokey Robinson.
That's not the first Motown tribute they had either. I wonder if they have like if they're like in if they're like if they have connections or something with whoever does production.
I think it's like I don't know. I don't know. And then in 1999, celebration of soul, salsa, and swing, which are 3 very different.
I know. Well, that's Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Well, soul and swing, but salsa is very different. But yeah, I mean, it's Gloria Estefan and Stevie Wonder. Very different music, but both.
I like how my Sand Machine was there.
Molly, did you take a drink?
Yes, and then in 2000, it was Tapestry of Nations.
You know, I will say this. Just going over the years, this is very inclusive.
Oh wait, why'd you hit? Who hit sing? Damn it!
Hella inclusive.
Okay, so here we have this one here. That is
that's Whitney Houston.
Patti LaBelle. Here's Indiana Jones. I don't think it's actually Harrison Ford, although I did see some pictures. I think Harrison Ford was there.
Did he arrive in a crashed plane?
I don't know. But I will look it up later whether or not Harrison Ford was actually part of this. This is how Diana Ross left. She just got on a helicopter and was taken away.
Big dick energy. Love it.
And then this was the last one that Disney did, which is the
Drink.
87, I think. Or no, 97. I don't remember.
Is that the salsa, all that combo? No, 97.
No,
that's different.
Disney was
Blues Brother Bash.
No,
97.
I think I don't.
Oh wait,
I don't remember. Anyways,
I remember the
Aerosmith
Aerosmith
one. Is
one.
separate, but yeah, this is in 2001. We started getting like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna have like headline acts. We're going back to the Diana Ross, Michael Jackson thing. So in 2001, it was Aerosmith and NSYNC, known as the Kings of Rock and Pop. Because, at that time, Aerosmith and NSYNC were the kings of rock and pop. We also had Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly.
Who's Nelly?
Hell yeah, Nelly.
Are you fucking serious?
You shut the hell up, Manuel.
No,
Manuel's fucking lying. Don't listen to him.
He's
Manuel's lying.
Still active, but okay.
He's lying. Manuel over here lying. Look at that face. That's.
Sorry, I love the placement of you two because it was like the football's like leading them into it.
This is like goodbye, you two.
You two, who I would just like to say is actually not. U2 is an Irish band, I believe.
Yeah.
They are not actually from the U.S., but they did do a tribute to those killed in the September 11th attacks for their Super Bowl, and they're just shorter. They only did 3 songs, whereas people oftentimes tend to do more.
Yeah.
In 2003, we had Shania Twain and No Doubt featuring Sting, which is a crazy combination.
I mean, Sting has a combo album with Shaggy now.
But with Shania Twain and No Doubt, who already are a weird combination.
Is 2004 the Nipplegate one?
Yes, we're going to talk about this. So,
Nipplegate.
In 2004, the theme was Choose or Lose. It was Jessica Simpson, Janet Jackson, P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Justin
he chose to win.
It also featured 2 marching bands and a wardrobe malfunction. It's probably one of the most famous things to ever have happened.
Malfunction.
A titty. Literally a titty.
There's a lot of speculation. Anyways, though, that's not the point of this. I'm just here to say that after 2004, all of the halftime shows started to consist of only one artist or group. Primarily rock artists from the 60s, 70s, and 80s to be more family friendly. And this is called the Age of Reactionary Halftime Shows, and this continued until 2011. So it happened for quite a while. Yeah, I remember when this happened. I did not see it happening, but I remember it was a big deal.
No, I watched. I was watching it live, and I remember my sister's then husband was like, "Oh my god," because the kids were all watching too, and like it was just really funny.
And we'll talk a little bit more about this later.
Looking Manuel.
Drink.
So, in 2000, this is the reactionary period. In 2005, we have Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
In 2006, we have the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
In 2007, Prince featuring 2 marching bands.
God damn it, Molly.
Oh yeah.
What?
I see what you did for the years, but you did it wrong the way the slide was.
It's perfect.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even.
Oh wait.
I did that.
Ignore
those numbers. I didn't even notice that. In 2008, it was
it.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. In 2009, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band featuring the Mammy Horns, which was a horn band. And in 2010 was The Who.
Who?
Yeah. In 2003,
For sure.
we have the Black Eyed Peas, or it's not 2003. Sorry, that's 2011. In 2011,
Yeah, I was like, what?
Pretend that's at 11. 2011 was the Black Eyed Peas
Okay,
featuring
2011.
Usher, Slash, and
Usher.
Drill Teams.
Also, mystery. It was
And Slash,
actually
or what?
not a bare female breast because there was a pasty there.
It was more of like a jewelry adornment.
Yeah,
You could
the
still-
nipple
you could
was
still see the
visible.
nipple.
Covered. Wait,
Yeah, the
No,
nipple
it
was
wasn't.
still
The
there.
nipple was visible.
itself
no,
was still
the
there.
nipple was covered.
No, it wasn't. Pleiades?
No, it wasn't.
it was,
Google it right
was
now.
shown.
Trust me,
It's
I
kind
was
of
trying to see whether or not I could put an image of it in the detail. I couldn't.
No. Here's what you do.
Dang.
You get a male nipple and Photoshop it over hers, and then it's okay.
You get Justin Timberlake's nickel. Keep
You
going,
guys-
Molly. I'm
You
done.
know who Slash is?
Yay.
We mean, do you? Of course, I know who Slash
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
It's just another one that is like a confusing combination, but great. Then we have
Slash is the
Madonna,
guitarist
who
for
featured
Guns
like
N' Roses, by
freaking
the way, for those
everybody.
who know.
So in Madonna, she featured LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil, Nicki Minaj, MIA, CeeLo Green, Andy Lewis, a 200-person choir, 2 drum lines, and a dance team.
That's a weird fucking mashup. That is a whole kitchen sink.
What happened to CeeLo Green?
He's still around.
Oh yeah, there's a YouTube video about how he fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait,
Anyway.
CeeLo Green, the
Very
guy was
interesting.
like, "Fuck you" and
Fuck you, you
hoe.
hoe! I
Yeah.
don't want you back.
Fuck you.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I think about. What's this?
Oh,
Fuck
oh,
you
no,
and-
sorry.
Fuck him too.
Okay,
Yeah,
in 2013, we had
I
Beyonce
was
featuring
Richard.
Destiny's Child, which was pretty cool. She
Oh.
brought Destiny's Child out. I think that was a surprise. I don't know if that was going to be a thing or not. In 2014, we have Bruno Mars featuring the Red Hot Chili Peppers. In 2015, Katy Perry featuring Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott, and a marching band. In 2016, we have Coldplay featuring Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson, Gustavo
This
Dudamel,
guy's
and a
a
marching
group.
band and a youth orchestra. In 2017, we had Lady Gaga.
Just Lady Gaga.
In
Just Lady
2018, we had Justin Timberlake featuring the Tennessee Kids and a marching band.
Oh, what the hell? Why is he going to come back? By the way,
Because he's white.
By the way, the Red Hot Chili Peppers one, that one was infamous if you're a Chili Peppers fan because everyone hated that they were clearly they didn't even bother
Playing
faking
not
the
live.
Yeah, but usually they fake it when they still plug in the instruments, but they just walked out with like instruments that weren't plugged in, and everybody was all like, "At least fake it," you know.
In 2019, there was a little bit of controversy with Maroon 5 featuring Travis Scott and Big Boy in a marching band because who's the lead singer of Maroon 5? Adam Levine took his shirt off, and
Adam
everyone was
Levine.
like, "Oh, so he can take his shirt off," and of course, he was just being Adam Levine. But
Yeah, it's the
It is
Instagram
an
clause. Male nipple. Told you, just take Adam Levine's nipple, put it over Janet Jackson's nipple, all kosher.
in 2020, we have what is
Let's do
actually
it.
the most watched on YouTube. This is the most watched halftime show, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was phenomenal.
I did. That was
Shakira and
dope
Jennifer
as hell.
Lopez featuring Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and Emmy Munez. It was amazing.
Is that the one with the sharks?
No,
That's
that was
the
Katy
one
Perry.
where
Oh, Katy
Shakira
Perry.
was like, oh, no. And then like she was doing that, and then they actually
Shakira
did I
had
like
three-
it like that for like half a second. Oh, it was dope as hell.
Oh, I think
It was
you
really
drink
good.
Or something. I haven't
Also, that was a moment where I realized the pearl clutchers will never fade out drink because they were all like, "Oh, this is so sexual." Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up. This has been on the TV constantly.
It was also like she was belly dancing at points too, which is sexualized. But I don't know for sure whether or not that is.
It's right shark.
It's
Fine.
people got a problem with it. They're not white.
Don't
basically
believe
it.
it's actually like supposed to be a sexual thing. It's just like a.
It's
thing.
just dancing. It's just like people, but like people.
In 2021 was the weekend. That one was
The
obviously
maze.
during
The
COVID.
maze.
And in 2022 it is going to be Usher.
Wait, is Usher still
sure.
relevant?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently he is.
You didn't
I
see
honestly-
he's got his own currency.
But I'm
Okay.
dead.
Went
ass
to
not
a
even-
strip club
Now,
and he had
let's
he had
go.
Usher bucks.
now we are going to go through some iconic moments. In 1993,
Oh,
first Michael Jackson had 2 body doubles pop up on top of each of the jumbotrons, and then he himself popped up into the center of the stage, and then stood still and silent for almost 2 minutes before starting his performance.
I did the Evangelion elevator.
And
scene.
apparently, I've heard that apparently the producers in his ear were like, Michael, start, Michael, start, Michael. When are you going to start, Michael?
And he's like, "Fuck you!
I'm sure
I'm
they
Michael
all- yeah.
Jackson."
I'm sure each of those minutes,
Each
each of those minutes, I'm sure cost millions of dollars.
But this
You
was the
gotta
first
build
time that the
tension.
ratings of the Super Bowl actually increased between the two halves of the game because, of course, it was Michael Jackson. Here is a GIF of him standing there. I mean, obviously the camera's
Forever.
moving, but he was just standing there, and apparently the crowd was going insane the entire time.
I would.
Because it's Michael Jackson. In 2002, I don't have a GIF of this, but U2 projected. This is actually a really powerful video if you ever watch it. During the performance, they projected the names of those who were killed on September 11th behind them while they sang, and then Bono at the end showed that he had an American flag inside of his jacket. So they were. I feel like they understood even, and I think
U2's an Irish. You said U2's
yeah, they're
an
not
Irish
even
band,
an
right?
American band, so it's
drink.
cool of them to have really honored.
I was gonna say, like, I wonder if Bono had like got citizenship at some point, or like if he was.
I don't think so. I believe he's still Irish. As far I don't know. I have no idea.
Like dual citizenship, maybe.
Maybe. Dual
Like
citizenship, it depends. It's hard to get.
Yeah, depending on where you're from.
Okay, in 2004, Janet Jackson's nip slip. This caused the Super Bowl to not allow MTV to be involved in the halftime show anymore. One of the YouTube co-founders.
Justin's staring right at her ass.
Okay, but one of the YouTube co-founders credited this wardrobe malfunction to the creation of YouTube. I don't know how.
Yeah,
but he credited
because everybody wanted to watch it.
Everybody wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I know. How was
lost media?
In 2007, when it rained
peace.
during Prince's performance, particularly during Purple Rain, reportedly Prince really liked the fact it was raining and told the producers to make it rain harder. I actually learned a lot.
God.
You say that like he didn't cause it to rain. Drink.
When I was in Minnesota last, we went to Paisley Park, which is Prince's studio, and also where he lived. And I learned a lot about Prince, and like, he's just a cool dude.
I mentioned it before, but I used to be a huge fan of Prince when I was younger, like my most favorite musician of all time. And for a while,
he's an amazing musician.
Oh,
I actually
extreme talent.
I think when I was like in 7th grade, we had to like write a quote unquote biography, and I wrote it and I bound it and everything. I was hoping it was in storage, but I did not find it in storage. Rip. Rest in peace. That book I wrote.
Well, Manuel, if you're ever in Minnesota, you should go to Paisley Park. I mean, it's really, even if you're not into Prince, it's just like, first of all, they have his shoe collection there. He has like I'm not even joking, like over like thousands.
How do
of
you
shoes.
wear those
I just gotta
shoes?
pop this up for
And he
accuracy.
always wore heels too.
The area
There's actually my mom
Regardless
said
of gender, absolutely.
My mom said that it's
accurate.
theorized that the reason he was taking the pain meds that ultimately, unfortunately, did kill him was because he was always wearing the high heels, which caused his pain.
Probably pushing himself
and actually,
too hard.
with this, they were because he had 4 different electric guitars he was going to use during this performance, so, and they were worried about that. And also, it was slippery, and him and all of the people on stage with him were all wearing high heels. And
also, apparently, an amazing basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
But I chose this.
No, you've never heard that story?
I chose this GIF, even though there were better GIFs, just because it did show that it was in fact raining. And yeah,
true story. Prince demolished Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy's brother, in the basketball game, while wearing the whole getup. Afterwards, served them fruit and pancakes.
Okay, he's apparently famous for his pancakes. Not just that, but his pancakes are famous. So when Bruce
also rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy too. Yeah.
When in 2009, Bruce Springsteen did a power slide that ended with him colliding crotch first with a camera.
Okay, so they can't say shit about Shakira and the fucking belly dancing. But straight up crotch, like right there.
And you can see he's like, oh crap.
He's Heisenberg. He do whatever you want.
Yo, he do
in
look
2015,
like shark.
Just look at first look at right shark doing the Macarena, and then look at left shark doing the Macarena.
Doing his best, or their best, or whoever's in that. But yeah, they're doing the best. Leave them alone.
Another meme.
Was that the one where like one shark just doing whatever the fuck it wanted?
Yeah, it was like and then there was that one meme that was like none pizza left beef, and people were like none pizza left shark.
None pizza left. Oh, what the fuck?
There's also a time when Katy Perry was riding on a shooting star that looked like the No More You Know star, so people made a lot of memes about that. In 2007, Lady Gaga rappelled from the ceiling of the fucking stadium. This is actually her rappelling.
Oh, I thought she was falling. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like she's just like.
I mean, she is.
Apparently, the part where she's up there was pre-recorded, but she did actually rappel into the stadium.
Nice production work.
Like, this is actually her rappelling. That's her as well, coming down to the stage.
I'm sure they practiced this a lot of times and asked like a lot of experts.
I
doubt they let their bread and butter just like fucking die like that.
And that's it.
Woo!
Oh, woo! Drink it one more time. I think he missed like 30 drinks, but that's 28 minutes just about. DiSerono. Was DiSerono? What are you drinking?
Mhm.
Yes, you're drinking, right?
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? This is gonna say about the fucking
Prince, the
was it
halftime
Prince?
shows.
Did Prince play live then? Because like I just remember that was a huge thing about.
Absolutely. Probably.
I mean, I
would
don't know.
bet
I
money
don't
that he
know.
did.
I do know that Prince was super into like musical integrity. Like I think
Yeah.
there's some interviews where you can see like he's not happy about the fact that it's all about the money and it's not about the music anymore.
He very
Prince?
famously
Mhm.
did not
Mhm.
let any of his songs go to like the rock band type games.
Mhm.
Because he had this whole interview where he explained it about like because it was a whole thing that he was like one of the bigger name holdouts like forever, which is funny because that also also proves that he was in charge of most of his music. So a lot of artists aren't.
It
But he
depends
was-
on what era though, because there was that whole thing with him and Warner Bros, which was why he wasn't
Slave?
called. He didn't.
Which, to be fair,
He was the artist formerly known as Prince. His name was not pronounceable.
if I recall correctly, Prince actually might have been a big conduit for like why it took so long for JoJo to get like adapted and like moved over to the States. Because like there's a stand called Purple there's Prince like references everywhere.
Mhm.
And it was like no. He was just like, no, fuck this. No.
Well, I know any song that you hear in like a commercial or anything like that of Prince's, that's owned by Warner Brothers. Prince's estate would not do that.
Also, when
I think
YouTube didn't
tried to do
a lot of his shit wasn't on YouTube because like he didn't allow it on YouTube until like he
Yeah,
died.
the only streaming place that he allowed it was, I believe it was, there was some other artist who had a streaming site that gave the artists more of a cut, and his music was allowed on there, but it's not allowed on anything else. He apparently was like one of the first people to put his music online, and then he was like, I actually don't like this. It's too easy to be taken and stolen, and then he took it off. So he started a trend and then ended it.
I mean, it does make sense. Keep saying Manuel.
You know how these
I learned a
everyone was
lot
mad
about
at Red Hot
Prince.
Chili
I
Peppers.
learned a lot about Prince.
That he's an artist. Like,
did you know that Iron Maiden did the same thing?
They're
playing Wasted Years on German TV, and when they're about to go live, they're like, "No, it's gonna be playback." So what everybody did is Steve Harris just gave his bass to fucking. They just took off the shit and they just started, and then Nico came up with the drums and started singing, and it's so fucking funny because no one's playing the drums anymore. Everyone's just like handing their guitars to other players.
I think that like that's always been a thing for a long time. I remember like the Mamas and the Papas, which is funny because I think only one person has a guitar in that band, but the Mamas and the Papas like in the 60s. They did California Dreamin', by the way. Everyone knows that song. But when they were going to be on this show where they thought they were gonna play live. They're like, oh no, it's gonna be recording. So like I think the lead singer, like Mama Cass, whatever her name is, she ate a banana during the thing, like to make it a point that how fake it all was, and like, but yeah, that's the thing. Like people would always do that. Like, oh, we're not live. I'm gonna fucking lay down,
I would.
Yeah, that shit was hella. It's just hella funny because Steve Harris just gave his bass. He took off his bass and just started singing. He's like, "There's no more bass." The drummer just like Nico just got off. He's like, "Fuck this."
It's actually funny because
have you seen that, Manuel?
Side, yeah, I know which clip you're talking about. On the flip side, there's this group called New Order. Their famous song is Blue Monday. Like, how?
Oh yeah.
Okay, very famously, they were on Top of the Pops. If you don't know this, Top of the Pops is never live because they have to like have two groups in like an hour show. So they record it. It's a British show. They record it live, and then they mime that recording the next day. But New Order was so full of their shit. They're like, no, we have to play live or we're not doing it. So they let them play live. Go Google that performance. It's so bad because there was no time to do a proper audio setup. So it sounds like the worst, like cover band in your life doing New Order's Blue Monday. It's infamous. It's infamous because it's the flip side to the why shows who aren't equipped to do live bands, why they shouldn't, you shouldn't pressure them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
it really just depends. It really depends on the band, the setup, like everything, and like production work, which is like fucking massive.
You said the internet would be dead soon, like in the late 2000s. I guess it's talking about Prince.
It might have should have been.
Live and Kurt just didn't care how. Well, I don't know.
No, I think what Prince was talking about was like internet music and the ability to make money off of it, because it is kind of true, because it did just become, it's like, why buy music if it's just streaming on YouTube?
In its state, how we knew it at the time. Like, I get Prince's mentality of like, oh, on the internet's too safe, but too easy. versus like back then, if a new like album comes out and you got to go to the store physically and then buy it with physical money, bullshit. And then you have like the physical that on it, like it is more tedious, but the thing is, it kind of like makes it a bigger deal at the same time. So now it's a completely different model. Entire games change. Motherfuckers like have millions of streams and nobody knows what a stream is worth, even at that.
But also, fun fact about Prince: on a lot of his songs, a lot of the instruments and backing vocals and everything are all him.
Yeah.
And the mixing and the engineering, it's like he would do it all himself. Not for everything, but for a lot of it, it literally is all him.
There's
oh god. There's not infamous. There's a song called "Sign of the Times." It's the title track from that album, "Sign of the Times." And apparently, he watched the news. And if you listen to the song, it's a very kind of political song. But he watched the news, took notes. Went to the studio, wrote lyrics, wrote the song, recorded it all. It was all done in one day, like from like the whole process. He did it all like in like from the morning. It was done by the afternoon, by dinner time, something like that. That was the story. Yeah. He just did that all in one day.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, depending on the project, that can be more conducive to like the actual piece.
I mean, okay. First of all, he had this studio with this giant building, which had his living quarters, a bunch of offices, like 4 different recording studios in it. He had this all by the time he was 29.
He I read his
and it also has an entire freaking sound stage.
I read one of his biographies, which is called Purple Rain. By the way, it's a great book. It's kind of outdated now. It's like from the late 90s, but great biography. And there's parts where like the guy who's writing it is interviewing Prince, and it's funny that Molly mentions that he does a lot of his own recording, which is true. Does a lot of his own tracks, but at the time, I don't know if he did this through his whole life. At the time, he also was like. He had musicians on payroll who would basically show up every day and they just didn't do anything because he's like, yeah, I'm going to play the drums instead today. And it's like every day. So the biographer was joking about like, yeah, that he's hanging out in the kitchen with the bandmates who not doing shit today either, you know, because they're just like, yeah.
That's
there's a story that one, like this guy told, we saw a video that I think it was a guy who was like one of his bassists / a guitarist for him. And there was one time where Prince was like, hey, I want you to play like the guitar for this. And he's like, okay. And he got like all his pedals out and all this stuff. And he's doing like all these rock riffs and all that stuff. And Prince apparently came over and was like, no. I do the rock stuff. You just stick with like the beats. And the guy's like, fine, take away my pedals. Like he was so excited to finally like not be on the bass and be on the guitar. And Prince was like, no. But eventually, yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff about.
I mean, if you think about it, that's consistent even today. There's people who are just like dead ass just vibe guys, quote unquote. They'll just be in the studio and then like sometimes like maybe they'll just like like toss in like feedback for 1 or 2 fucking things, and it's just like they're just cool to hang out.
Studios, he has an 88 channel SSL interface. 88 channels.
It sounds like you're peeing in the mic. Pleiades. I know. It was like, because you're like leaning forward and you can't see what you're doing, and you hear like, I'm like,
see, it's not that I don't like Prince. I'm just not a huge Prince fan. But otherwise, I learned so much about him, guys. We did like the ultimate tour, like the highest. We learned so much.
There was
He was also a very small man. Like we saw his costumes; they were very.
Isn't that what I said? Sign of the Times. But anyways, everyone go pee. Warren will start when we come back. Molly, sing a song because apparently I'm reading over the chat. Apparently they had redeemed. I wondered why Leslie kept shouting out "sing." I thought she was just asking me to sing, but no, she had redeemed "sing." I don't know when during the thing. So
make it happy to last a whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear, and just sing. Sing a song. Da, 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 da. You started this, please.
You're doing a great job at it.
Oh, my throat's been. I've had pulse nasal drip from allergies lately in my throat. Yes. I can like feel it is different.
Like, is it like the whole like back of the nose and then everything like clogged up?
Yeah. Kind of? Well, it's just like it's like when you have it in your sinuses and then it just like it drips down into your throat because the sinuses are, and then it just causes like irritation in the throat.
I have to say that kind of sounds like an infection, like low key, kind of.
No, it's just post-nasal drip. I mean, it's a common thing. A lot of people get it like after you're sick or allergies and stuff. Oh, I was gonna look up. It was Harrison Ford in the Super Bowl halftime show.
I think it'd be hilarious if he was like, okay, so how much am I getting paid? They're like, nothing.
Harrison Ford was not in the Super Show or halftime
They just
show.
got an imposter, like an actor.
Oh, Super Bowl halftime shows ranked. Let's go real quick. 29 is Black Eyed Peas. 28 is Indiana Jones. 27, The Who. 26, James Brown, ZZ Top and the Blues Brothers. 25, Phil Collins, Enrique Iglesias, and Christina Aguilera. 24 is Shania Twain and No Doubt and Sting. 23 is Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, and the Judds. 22 is Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and Savion Glover. 21 is Justin Timberlake. 20 is Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, Martha Reeves, and the Temptations. 19 is Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. 18 is the Rolling Stones. 17 is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. 16 is Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was way bigger than that.
If Beyonce isn't in like the top like 5, they're gonna get attacked.
Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. 14 is Madonna, LMFAO, Nicki Minaj, MA, and CeeLo Green. 13 is Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. 12 is Diana Ross. 11 is Paul McCartney. 10 is Katy Perry. Okay, Lady Gaga was definitely better than Katy Perry, but whatever. 9 is Shakira and J-Lo. 8 is Prince. 7 is The Weeknd. This is from therap.com, by the way.
Okay.
6 is Beyonce. 5 is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. 4 is Aerosmith and NSYNC. You know, that probably would have been a good concert. 3 is Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. 2 is Michael Jackson, and U2 is number 1.
I feel like that's kind of like more of a moment thing, maybe.
Yeah, I think it might have been more of a moment thing than actually. I mean, U2 is a very famous band.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, anything like this is gonna be very subjective.
Subjective.
Can I just say this
also,
might be
Harrison Ford was not.
Oh, he was not Indiana?
Oh, he's not in the thing. Yeah.
Also, apparently, Dan Aykroyd and Tim Belushi were not there for
the Blues Brothers.
Who were
the Blues Brothers?
The Blues Brothers.
I think Jim Belushi had passed away by the time they were the halftime. But how could it not be Dan Aykroyd at least? What the fuck? That's not the Blues Brothers.
I don't know. I feel like
because they didn't pay him. Probably it was like, am I getting paid? No. Fuck you then.
Was
but they do know that, like, you know, for some of them, they really want to do it because they know that it's going to boost their sales. But at the same time, the NFL has a lot of issues politically. We don't need to get into, but they have a lot of issues.
Manuel, why are you looking kind of like Manuel look like you at like 480p, dog?
I mean, at least I got Hope in there now, offering some insight and like counseling.
I had a bunch of stuff. I kept not like on purpose. I had a bunch of like card captor stuff that I was like, oh, I'm gonna give this all to Garway, and then in the card capture box, I somehow got away with it. I guess I can still give it to Garway too. With this Fruits Basket journal, I'm like, why is it in there? And I almost just threw it away immediately, but I'm like, I brought it home. I guess I'll just.
And you know I'm willing to pay, and like for everything.
Not for that. I also found so much Dungeons and Dragons shit. This is a Pool of Radiance bag that you got only limited if you pre-ordered the game Pool of Radiance for PC. I'm like, all this random shit. I'm like,
oh my god! Did you guys see what Leslie just posted on Facebook?
What'd she post?
A Newsweek. It was a screen cap of a Newsweek tweet where it says Laura Ingraham guest says trans people will destroy gender norms to create a new species, human in part machine. And it says, reblog if you are a trans cyborg, you support trans cyborgs, or you just really hate Laura Ingraham.
We're already that!
I support trans cyborgs. What the fuck?
Like,
I don't get.
How does that even make any sense? Like, they're literally
because
like
people are afraid of stupid shit by being fucking stupid.
It's like they've realized they don't have any freaking arguments. Like, we just need to make shit up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, anytime I hear anybody like make a really stupid ass public call, I'm like, they did that on purpose just to get attention. Like, you can't actually be that fucking stupid. There's just no way. Like, this is willful fucking negligence is what this shit is.
Sorry, I'm not clearing my throat for any reason. My
throat needs to be
cleared.
Oh my god. Do y'all memorize phone numbers anymore?
Oh, of course not.
Only Vine.
When's the last time y'all used a physical map?
Oh,
Never.
Exactly. We're
like,
already transhuman already.
3rd grade.
We're already
I don't
cyborgs.
think that's the definition of cyborg, but okay.
No,
It's like post-human type of thing. It's like
I'm not saying this to rag on him. He's a great guy. But one day I was at AOD, this convention in NorCal. RIP AOD. It doesn't exist anymore. And I was at that con. And we were all gonna go out to eat afterwards. And we were like breaking up into who was gonna go with who, because some of us obviously I was like took a bus up to fucking San Jose, so I had nowhere and I think I could have. I don't know why I didn't Uber. Anyways, I'm like, oh, Ed's like, oh, you can go with me. So I went with Ed to his car. By the way, I love Ed. He's been a longtime supporter of AJ Connections. Not right now by saying this.
I have no idea who the fuck this dude is, but shout out to you guys.
He was our first patron and still is a patron to this day. But
oh, nice.
As in on our Patreon, patreon.com/AJ Connections, by the way. But I remember we get into his car, and he's all like, "Did you hear what restaurant it was?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it was such and such and such," and they said it's on this street. He's like, "Okay." He's like, I don't want you to get worried, but this is I still do this. And he opens up his glove compartment, and he pulls out a map, and he unfolds it. And it's this big ass map. And even in my adult life, I've never seen someone actually look on like a map. And he was looking, and I'm like, is this a new map? Do they still make these? It's like 2016. And I'm like, where did he find an updated map that shows like where to go? And he looked at it, he mapped out his course, and then he went. And I'm like, I could open up Google Maps or something. He's like, no, it's fine. I just need this map and look at it once. Yes, that was my to this day, I've used MapQuest, which is different. MapQuest just go left for 10 miles, go right for 10 miles or whatever.
You would have the most boomer solution for something that's like post-human.
Well, MapQuest, I mean, like this was like in 2002 or something. So of course I used MapQuest.
Okay, you used it back then. I thought you still used it.
I don't even know if MapQuest still exists, but that was literally 2016ish, and that was still the only time in my life, adult, youth, or whatever, that I've seen someone actually use a map, for things.
It is a fucking.
It was crazy, and I'm like, I never thought I would, and then I see it in like modern, quote unquote, modern times. But yes, 5 years ago. Anyways, Warren, Warren's gone.
Oh, he's here. Kind of. Sort of.
Oh shit! I forgot to flip my thingy back.
Online. Thanks for giving us money. Oh yeah, thank you. If you remember, I remember some numbers. Blah blah blah. I have a friend who might be willing to pay for a lot for it. For what? The fucking this thing? I mean, you can have it. I'm just saying, like, I think it cost me $5 apparently, but yeah.
No, Manuel, just say $1 million.
I keep saying, Manuel, me, why?
Manuel likes to throw away money.
For the record, in case you can't tell, this is old Fruits Basket. This isn't the.
Yes, that's why.
Manuel, why are you? For some reason, your camera quality's all like poo poo.
I tried to raise it. No joke. I did try to raise it, and then Pleiades saw what happened. It turned off, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess it doesn't want me to raise it.
I think it's because of the XSplit. There's probably like some like weird settings on there that
exactly. I think StreamYard doesn't like XSplit, and it doesn't like me adjusting it that way. I think I have to do something more complicated.
For two monitors.
Yeah, it's probably like a compatibility issue or some shit like that. Sometimes.
Oh my god, Gangnam Style's playing OBS. Some. Sorry, I put on "Fuck You" earlier. It was really quiet, and I'm like, "Is this Gangnam Style?" And somehow, like, over the course of like 30 minutes, Gangnam Style is playing now.
That came out in the year, but it was like all these fucking meme songs, like that. Ugh. Fucking what does the fox say?
What does the fox say?
Wasn't it always also like the Friday Girl and Carly Rae Jepsen, like all like the
exact Friday, something Friday. Oh, you're right. This is around the same time. Hold on, I'm looking.
Oh, this is pretty yummy.
No, Friday was way before. Friday was when I was in high school, and what's the
Friday's
college?
Well, they're still around the same time. For the record, Friday's 2011. Gangnam Style is 2012, and then what's the Fox say is early 2013. So it's like all within like a 2-year gap, though. Remember Chinese food? That's always racist. That was like the follow-up to this.
I thought remember Chinese food. It was like yes, like General Shows. Yes,
it's a song called Chinese Food. That was by the same people, like the same production companies or whatever. And
as what does the Fox say?
No, as Friday. Like, that really cheap auto tune, like they find a random teen girl.
Rebecca Black?
No, it wasn't. Apparently, this chick is named Allison Gold who did and I can't help but wonder if her name was really Gold, if they just like wanted to make it sound like Rebecca Black.
Oh, I thought didn't her parents? No, never mind. I'm thinking about My Genes. That's what I was thinking of. Where like her parents like paid for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what they all did because that was the whole idea. Like it's like I don't know if they still do this. There's a theater company I like to go to because they're the ones that I saw where Peter Pan, where the Tinkerbell threw up everywhere. They have a theater camp. They have a theater camp where the parents, like rich white parents, basically pay to have their kids go to like train like acting classes, and then they're guaranteed to be in 1 or 2 shows. And that's why if you ever go to these productions, if you went with me to go see Peter Pan, you would have seen there's like 30 Lost Boys and like 30 whatever, like sorry, there actually
you know what that is? That's the original tier 3.
There's an updated version of Peter Pan because if you haven't seen Peter Pan in years, it involves Native Americans. But it's a very depiction. But there's an updated version of the musical. This company did not do the updated version. They had besides calling them Indians, of course, which isn't that bad. I mean, it is, but like what, pick your battles. But like it was still all the horrible depictions. Yeah, it was pretty awkward.
It kind of makes sense if you see it in a lens, kind of like what's called like Parasite, where it's like, oh, this is what we think this culture is like, and so like the actual thing is like, oh no, it's just people like LARPing.
It's a lot of like the war cries where it's like, oh, I can't even do it in real life. I didn't want to try to fake it, somebody clip it. But where they do the thing over their mouth or whatever. I can't do it for real. So
shit like that.
I can't do it for real, so I don't want to like mimic it. Then it sounds even worse. Me trying to do it. So yeah. When I was a kid, no joke, because we were racist in the 90s. When I was a kid. When I was a kid,
we didn't know what the fuck.
When I was a kid doing that, I couldn't even do it for real. So that's why I'm not even trying to do it now. When I was a kid, I would try and I would just fail, and they'd make fun of me for that. So yeah, it's like you can't even be a good Indian. I'm like I'm just crying. I'm like, I know how you feel, Native American. We'll get our revenge one day.
You don't. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't.
I'm not even drunk. Take mute Manuel.
Actually, so here's the random aside thing that I've always
they had the peace pipe in the thing. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
So Native American, Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
like they always do like fucky things, like when you do census and whatever. Like, oh, do you go into this this ethnicity, blah 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 blah, and because like status quo, the shit's always like never 100% accurate. But I've always noticed like. So, like, genetically speaking, like, there has to be, like, a heavy similarity, like, a lot of, like, overlap between, like, Native American and, like, traditional, like, Native Mexican. There has to be that, right?
They are all Native American, as they are all natives to the Americas.
My grandmother from my dad's side, it was this tiny Native American woman. And I show you a picture of her because it was clear, and, like, that was the whole story too. Like my grandfather from my dad's side was a really old man, but had like made some money doing whatever the fuck on some farm, Mexican money. So they were rich, but like I'm pretty sure poor by American standards. Yeah, and he found himself a nice native wife who like could take care of him. It is what it is. It sounds like a terrible story, but yeah. And she was far younger than him. Just finish. She was far younger than him and had 10 kids.
She Mexican as fuck. Super Mexican.
Yeah, of which my dad was the oldest. They're all named Jose and Maria. I think I told the story in pieces, but yeah, that's the whole story.
Yeah. And then every single Maria had like 9 middle names too.
Yeah, every single they had 9 middle names too, but yeah.
But the thing that's interesting to me is like nobody ever like puts those in like a similar group. It's always like this. It's always
my
like
grandmother. She was clearly Native American. It was the same kind of,
You remember that?
Did I send you that meme? Traditionally.
Did I send you that meme, that Dragon Ball Z meme?
No.
Listen,
Warren's been sharing his screen for like 20 minutes. Let's start Warren.
I just gotta say, Spanish.
That's okay.
Spanish meme's great.
That was good.
You got Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It's like Goku and Future Trunks, like Super Saiyan, and it's like where it's Kid Goku from GT. It's like says a dude from Mexico who's like 80 years old or like 50 years old, and then with Trunks, it's like a 12-year-old American.
Yeah, I have seen that video. That meme actually. I don't know if it was you. Did you share that on Twitter? I feel like I might have seen it.
I told you, yeah.
I think I've seen it.
That's one of my favorite Spanish memes. If you have a second language or third language, listen. It is a great way to steal memes and make that shit fresh for people who haven't seen it.
The Espanol. I was really drunk and I was trying to convince Morgan. Oh shit. Well, no one knows who Morgan actually is. A friend Morgan. I was trying to convince her to cosplay Morgan. Just because of the name.
Yeah.
As in from Darkstalkers, and I'm like, you can get a whole thing. Have somebody be BB Hood and like Queen Bee and everything. And I'm like, Molly could be the Queen Bee. She's like a bee, right?
Morgan canonically fucked Spider-Man.
Really? Morgan?
Yep.
As in Darkstalkers
Yep.
Morgan?
Yep. Marvel
That's
superheroes.
odd.
There's an after battle scene where Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man and Morgan on a team, and then it says Spider-Man says, "I hope MJ doesn't mind me being late tonight."
Whoa. Whoa. Not even like
Yay, Sucio Spider-Man.
She's literally a succubus, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and Callie could be BB Hood. But anyways, Warren, going to start. Let's start timer. 3, 2, 1, start.
Ah.
Oh shit! Hold up, I'm folding my laundry.
Warren, we were counting all slow, and you're still not ready.
Okay.
Press F in the chat if you want.
Okay,
Molly, Queen
so
Bee,
you
and
heard
Callie,
it, yeah?
BB Hood. Anyways.
All right.
Yes, go.
So my presentation today is about a guy named Heechul Yoon. All right. So who the fuck is this guy? So you tell me, what do you guys think when you guys see this Asian man? Like, what the
That
fuck
looks-
did he do?
Is that you, Warren? Sorry, that sounds racist.
Wait.
I didn't mean like that.
Is that?
Is that the Taj Mahal?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Taj Mahal,
say.
isn't it?
Yes.
Well, the Taj
yes,
Mahal's
it is.
not white. The top is. Oh, is it? Okay, sorry.
That's what I was like
don't know
curious
my
about.
Taj-
Like, I thought it wasn't that color.
Yeah,
I think it's
it looks
completely
like somebody
white.
hasn't painted it. It's a model,
Taj Mahal.
isn't it? Like
Or
gold
maybe it isn't.
somewhere?
No, it's completely white.
Oh, it
It's like-
is.
But I don't think that's the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
That wait, is that?
It looks new. It like
Oh, it is white. I feel like I've been.
Yeah, but I still don't know if that's it.
well,
The
Warren.
Taj Mahal is like tower. Anyways, Warren, keep going.
I was gonna say go into it. We might actually find out from Warren's presentation. Get some hints.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, hold up. Let me fold my laundry since y'all want to be talking and shit.
Oh shit,
Oh.
Warren just done with our bull. He's folding his
found him,
laundry
what
like a weeb.
Like a weep. That's
No,
like
it's-
responsible ass adult shit. Like
No, I rolled it up. Okay, okay. So this is the Heechul Yoon. Okay,
Okay.
he just he looks like a regular ass Asian dude, right? That's just doing Asian people shit. But
Is he another one of those
But,
fake people? He's not actually a
no,
real
no.
person?
He's
Okay.
actually a YouTuber from South Korea who creates like vlogs, travel videos, and informative videos.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Vlogs?
His YouTube, vlogs, vlogs, vlogs.
I didn't even
Me?
catch that.
always-
Nice.
I always call them vlogs to leave them alone.
Yeah.
You're a boomer like me,
Shit,
Warren.
tomato. You see me?
Manuel,
Oh
that
my
doesn't
God,
make
don't
it
you
better. That
fucking y'all
now that
shit.
like adds fire.
It's GIF, not GIF. Wait.
It's
Yeah,
jive.
it's GIF.
It's jive.
Anyways,
But basically in 2015, he was like doing a lot of informative videos until one day in 2018, he was just like, bruh, I'm tired of this, of my
I
small,
choose violence.
like with my. He's like, fuck this, man. I need to go do
Looks like
something.
Steve
I
from
just,
Blue's Clues in this exact picture. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading.
because he looked like he had like a whole bunch of backpacks on him.
Yeah. That is a lot of backpacks. There's a lot of straps.
Wait, is he actually cross-eyed? or
This
is he
might not.
cross-eyed there?
Oh wait.
So
Oh wait.
Oh shit,
Yes,
slang. Nice.
can you just hear it?
Yeah.
미래에 불안해하고 잠을 이루지
Oh,
못해서
Oh,
밤중에 탄
okay. So he's a normal Korean dude.
미래에 불안해하고 잠을 이루지 못해서 밤중에 탄천을 뛰는 그냥 저냥 한국 청년이다.
Relatable.
쉼없이 계속 걸어도 쉼없이 계속 뛰고 있어도
Also
계속
relatable.
제자리 걸음인 것 같다. 나는 세계 일주가 하고 싶다. 세계 일주를 통해서 다른 나라의 문화를 직접 보고 경험하는 것. 그리고 그 과정에서 새로운 시각과 관점, 경험을 얻는 것. 그리고 그 모든 것을 사람들과 공유하고 싶다. 목표가 생겼으니 준비가 필요.
So TLDR, he's like, okay, I'm tired of making these because a lot of his informative
Oh,
videos
Drake,
were
by the way.
actually
Sorry,
made
I
like
missed
Nice.
that.
in Korea, like just like you see some of his content, like his earlier content, but it was vastly just like informative videos about things like in Korea, that yada yada yada. So he decides to travel, and he actually, for the way that he actually, before he did start travel, he's like, I need to like gear myself up, and he literally started working out like crazy. So and then he also learned like how to like one of the biggest Korean YouTubers is his friend, so he was asking him tips on how to how to actually work YouTube. And then he also talked to another guy that does like design. And it's kind of interesting that he's just like, yeah. And then his third biggest thing was like, I'm gonna learn English. and that's all him deciding to leave, like before leaving to travel the world. So his content, prepare yourself. So it's his informative videos. He has like, so this is the ones like the earlier stuff, like lesbians in Korea, like how it is to be a lesbian in Korea. What?
No, and hold on. I think I've seen this guy before. Being white people in Korea? What is
Wait.
Well, so this is all Google translated. Okay, it's just basically like being white in Korea.
There's in Korea, I think there's a series of like a Japanese YouTube video there, YouTube channel that is very similar in theme to like the video topics and junk like this.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have a whole bunch of like videos just from other countries where just like, how is it being in my country? That's when you're not us.
Mm-hmm.
Being mixed race, like being a mix, being a mixed race in Korea. People with tattooers, people with tattoos. And then another one that I actually still have not got to watch yet is being transgender in Korea. So that's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, I think I have seen some of this guy's videos. Sorry, keep going.
And then he has his travel videos, obviously. So he goes to, so as I said, Japan conquest. Like I said, it's not conquest. Okay, this is just Google translation. All right, I think it's just him like just going to Japan.
It's probably just like what he called
conquest. He has North Europe. He has Sweden, Denmark, Finland. He has the Israel and Palestine, Cambodia, Turkey, the Ukraine and Czech Republic, and Poland, Netherlands, France, Germany. Oh, I put Israel and Palestine twice. He goes to Thailand, UAE, and why did I put Turkey again? All right, guys, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Are Thailand and UAE even close to each other geographically?
I have no idea. I think
probably like out of sequence.
Wait, is one of the
he
UAE?
was just like in Thailand.
Oh no, they are really not.
But
it just feels like the rest of them that are combined are at least like close to each other.
But he has these kind of videos, okay? And this is the one where I was just like, you try to clickbait me, but I guess it works. So we have, I dated a beautiful Dutch girl. So basically, when he goes to places, he like because he also goes to a university where he has a lot of international students come in. So when he puts like these little like kind of clickbaity things, it's his friends. Like he knows that he's like, okay, if I'm going to a country or a place, if I have friends there and I'm gonna go meet them up, and most of them, it seems like the ones that get a lot of traction are the ones about him like going to chill with pretty girls or cute girls. He has one like drinking with Israel beautiful girls. It's so funny.
Israel beautiful girls.
It's like Google Translate. I told you.
I met a
beautiful Aussie girl. It's been 3 years. Right. A beautiful UK girl guided me through Kiev. Okay,
I'll do it.
And then dating with a beautiful Japanese girl in Tokyo. So it's like it's so fun. Like, that's why I'm just like, oh man, it's one of. I was like, maybe this guy fucks.
Oh my god, drink like 5 drinks. Oh my god,
maybe. Oh no, this dude's slanging.
And then so then he starts. So after all this, he starts his second world tour, and it actually starts. It actually started this year, and I think about in June. All right, so prepare yourselves even more. So where is this starting? In the United fucking States of America, but not just anywhere. All right, motherfucking San Francisco. And you know where he goes to first in San Francisco?
Let's just calling you out.
What?
I'm not a beautiful girl. That is clickbait for Warren.
It's clickbait because he's like, I'm going to do stuff with the beautiful girl.
She's saying that she's not clickbait for you. But
you are clickbait, bitch. So you think I've been with you for 6 years? The fuck?
There you go, smart man.
I know, but it's just so funny. I know.
And you also called her a beautiful girl at the same time.
Hey, bitch, you beautiful.
So the first thing he documents in San Francisco is going to the Tenderloin district at night.
No, don't do
If you guys
that.
know the Tenderloin, so the Tenderloin is it's a place in San Francisco. It's literally Skid Row of San Francisco. It's San Francisco. Yeah, there's a lot of criminal activity here. So watch this.
Do I have to be careful? Yeah, you better be careful. Why is that? Yeah.
So lady tells him to be careful.
I've heard that Tenderloin is very dangerous.
Absolutely.
Oh, do you think it's dangerous?
There are a lot of crimes here, but I'm saying.
So this dude straight up goes to the Tenderloin at night, and he goes and interviews a few homeless folks.
Well,
but they have to give it to all.
But it's like I said, it's not bad. It's just not a very good spot in the city. This is known to be a fucking terrible, rough place.
I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, this does not look as bad as Skid Row.
Well, they've been the Tenderloin's infamous because they've been because Skid Row exists because of a legality, but that doesn't actually exist for the Tenderloin. So they've been slowly trying to what's the word? Gentrify. Yeah, they've been trying to gentrify it, and they've been closing them in more. And they've been like, we need to start cleaning. Whenever you see the memes, it's like, oh, San Francisco, they let you shit on the street there. They're talking about the Tenderloin and like how all the laws
Tenderloin is fucking terrible.
All the laws they've been passing to like basically get rid of the homeless people in the Tenderloin, and get rid of just means like pass laws so that their existence is illegal, but there's nowhere for them to go.
I was gonna say like you get like it's just moving it. Like you can't fucking like address the root problem.
Well, I guess okay. Let me just say what I say. I just there looks like a lot less people here than
because I think
probably because it's like middle of the night.
Streets. Yeah. Also,
Well, I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't say it was. I don't think it's one's like it's any worse. It's just they're both fucking bad. It's I'm just gonna lay it flat. Like it's just
presumably this is like last week. So like I mean not that soon, but if it's this year, I haven't seen the Tenderloin in a couple of years.
I mean, also, like, he was, like, around the cops, so that also, like, if he's anywhere around the cops, then if they're making, like, you know, legislation where, like, it's illegal to be around there, they probably, like, shied away from him and, like, wherever
and usually the cops patrol, like, the perimeter, so they don't leave that little, like, homeless encampment, basically.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's probably on the cop side, the cop border. Anyways.
All right.
Turning to political shit out of nowhere.
Next. Wait, there's more. All right.
Oh no.
He actually goes to Watts. He goes to LA. He goes to Watts, and he goes to the Imperial Courts. That's where like a really big trick gang is. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh look at this. They have bars. They have bars in the windows.
Hi Vaughn. Hey.
And he meets Vaughn, who's a rapper from this neighborhood.
Did he know him already, or like?
Yeah, they DM'd and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think no Asians over here. Because a lot of people staring me, like, you know, weird way.
Yeah, nah, you'll be all right. Yeah.
Because here is kind of a, dangerous city, no?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's very dangerous. Just watch. You're in the Imperial Courts. You know, a lot happened right here. I wouldn't want you to walk here by yourself. I would not want you to walk here by yourself.
I was just saying, like,
walk here when you with me, you can let them know that you're here for me. See, we do a lot of stuff, like, for example, like.
But this, like I said, it's interesting that it's just some dude, a Korean dude from South Korea is just like straight up, I'm gonna go to the hood, and all finds, and he likes like hip hop and stuff, right? So he does like link up with the people that are like affiliated with that spot, especially like musicians and whatnot. But it's is this wild, huh?
Where in LA is this? Like what part of like?
This is in Watts.
Watts.
I know.
It's like South Central ish. Like it's South. It's South LA, you know.
Okay.
It's not the exact same, but it kind of gives me like it reminds me of All Gas No Brakes, kind of, where it's like
No Brakes.
Oh shit! Oh god, you need to watch All Gas No Brakes.
All Gas. I'm looking at it right now.
Oops, dude, like it's like straight like gonzo, like just asking questions and like to people. Like,
it's a YouTube channel, okay.
In the middle of like riots and big ass fucking events, like not even leading people questions.
Is he the guy that went to like the porn convention?
Probably. Wait. He was in like All Gas No Brakes. Technically that channel is no longer that guy's property anymore because they got bought out. But he has his different show now.
He's definitely the guy that went. There's a video of him and he goes to a porn convention and it's odd.
He just asks people like just very like brief questions, so like doesn't lead them and just lets people like spill their guts. It's the greatest kind of like reporting you can get because it's just like very unfiltered. It is what it is.
Yeah, Heechul, he does the same thing where he goes around. He just not only walks around him, he talks to other people, the community and whatnot. They ask like, why do you guys do, what's life like over here? And it's just one of those things where it's like, oh shit, like it's random that it's just some random Korean dude from South Korea, and just like, yeah, I'm just gonna come over and just fucking come to the fucking hood. I was like, dude, this fucking place is like the people that know this place don't fucking dare to come over. And this guy straight up was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
and,
I wouldn't go to
well, it's like, okay, originally when I was talking to Manuel about moving to LA, I was like, oh, I was thinking of moving to this area, and it's an area that has apparently been heavily gentrified. And Manuel was like, which I did not know. I didn't know like what it was like there or like in the past. Manuel's like, when I was little, we would joke that if we wanted to die, we would go to that place because you would get murdered. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, it was true. Like, I grew up in some very hoodie areas. So
and then there was the time where I took one of the trains and you were like, Molly, I wouldn't have even taken that train by myself. And I was like, oh.
The train, fun fact,
Molly, the train, like nothing happens to me.
The train you went on goes through Watts.
Oh no!
It goes through like that. It goes through right where this is. The
only thing that happened was actually when I got off the train, but when I got off the train, it was in Long Beach, and the first thing I saw was a fist fight.
Oh, fun fact! That's where ALA is happening.
Two people that wasn't necessarily Long Beach. That was just two people that got off the train, and then one of them thought that the other one was looking at his girlfriend, and so they started.
People are stressed, man.
Started like pushing him around.
Oh,
and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? I was just standing there like, I don't know what's
stressed, man.
It wasn't really a fist fight. It was more they were just like pushing him around and then they left him alone. Yeah. But it was because the guy that was being pushed around like was not fighting back. He was just like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just not gonna instigate.
That's how you can do something. That's a smart move.
Yeah, but I was just standing there like, I'm gonna. Oh my god,
yeah, don't make eye contact. Don't even like acknowledge. Just keep going, like.
I had an ex-girlfriend, and like it's kind of funny because she wasn't, but she had wasn't rich. I mean, I'm trying to get at, but she had like some friends who were kind of definitely like upper class, and she had like an aunt who was like, she's a doctor and her husband's a doctor, and they both had this huge house. We visited them; it was all awkward. But my point is that when we were dating, we went on that same train that Molly went on. It was a long time ago, and she was talking to one of these friends who's like, super sheltered, super white, private school, everything, all that nonsense. She's talking to her on the phone, and then suddenly a fight breaks out on the train, like a big ass fight with a lot of people like just going crazy. They're yelling, "You get off on the next stop! Get on the next stop! We can fight!" So they're basically just waiting to get off the train so they can fight. And I'll never forget this because my then girlfriend's friend was on the phone. She's like, "Oh my god, are you in a gangbang?" And she said it totally seriously. Like that was like it feels like something from a movie, but that's how sheltered she was. She's like, "Are you in a gangbang?"
I grew up pretty sheltered in like that respect, and like even I know that's not like what that's.
She didn't know the word. She didn't know the word.
Wasn't like term. I feel like it definitely came out bigger in California. Yeah. I never understood why the term was gangbanger. Like that was just such a weird. I don't know.
I mean, it has two.
I know.
Meanings.
Right. Obviously, there's the other gangbang. She didn't imply that.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't know how the hell we got the other connotations more.
I think gangbang only has one noun definition, as far as I know.
Well, yeah, okay, exactly. She
was using the other definition as a noun.
It could be a verb too.
As far as I know, I'm not super. I don't know much about that culture. I could be wrong. So correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I know,
probably in her head, she thought a gangbanger does gangbangs, which.
Well, no, back then,
maybe, but maybe not. You don't know.
Back then, as far as I know, it was mostly just like gang, like just like criminal shit. I don't know where the bang like part of that word came, and then how it transitioned to like.
Yo, if y'all motherfuckers want to talk, go ahead. I could fucking sit there all day.
Times where I will also say the part of LA that I wanted to move to is nowadays not the way it was when Manuel was growing up because it has
Yeah.
been heavily gentrified from what I've heard. I
That's
didn't
a
end up
lot of
I didn't
LA.
end up moving there,
Unfortunate-
but I just know that it's like
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
depending how you look at it.
Well,
I
it
think-
depends on
I
whether
think
you
it's-
live there already or not.
Here's the
One
thing.
fun fact: if you go to Little
it's great
Tokyo,
to like up property values and it's
Yeah.
great to make places safer. It's not great to then raise rent to the point that the people that were living there can no longer
Exactly.
afford to live there.
That's a complicated
That's
thing.
the
It's
issue.
like, if you
go
make
to
it
Little
safer and
Tokyo, all
everything.
all the hipster towers, like all the big fancy apartment buildings, those weren't there when I was a kid. It was all like very level. It was very poor. It's right next to Skid Row. It's part of Skid Row technically. Little Tokyo is. And I just find it funny how gentrified that area gets because like that area is like all all the weeds go there now.
Tokyo
It's New
is,
York.
like- Little Tokyo is literally a block away from Skid Row.
It is, yeah.
And it's like a super nice area.
There's parts of Little Tokyo technically like that mall. That mall's part of Skid Row on a map. The Sakura Mall or whatever. That's part of Skid Row. And so is that church. They actually call it Skid Rokyo.
In church?
I'm not making that up.
Skid Rokyo, wow.
That region's called Skid Rokyo, like kind of within LA, because it's technically part of Skid Row.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't actually exist because technically that area will be something else. It's not zoned for that. Anyways, Warren.
I mean, Skid Row
20
like
minutes,
is
take a
rarely
drink.
like a planned thing that happens. Like
Well,
usually it's
Skid
not
Row
like
isn't like
in
a
city
thing. It's a
works.
specific place. And when you drive down Skid Row, like it is not
I've heard
it's
rough, bad. Like
not even that. It's just like there's just so many people.
If you go at night, it feels like you're in another country. It's crazy. It's wild.
I've never been at night, but it's seeing that many people.
Well, don't walk at night for the record. But if you go at night, it's just like.
But
yeah.
seeing that many people and like.
It's like
sad.
position,
It's really
it's-
saddening,
yeah.
and it's like something needs to be done. But this is not the place to talk about that. Sorry.
Warren, go. We're still
Oh,
done.
y'all
Just talking about something
motherfuckers
else.
want to talk. Y'all go ahead talk.
Just
beat
Kevin
your ass.
Pepperas.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass, Warren. Keep going.
What?
Stop
Hold
folding
on,
your
I'm gonna
clothes.
put my laundry away.
You're not a.
Go ahead, just talk.
You,
Talk, mister.
Warren over
Okay.
trying to be like the antithesis of those memes where it's all like, what kind of psychopath does laundry and folds the clothes in the same day?
I try to, because otherwise I
productive
won't ever
person.
fold them.
I
Actually,
go
my
to a
laundry is
laundry-
folded right now. I just need to put it away.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
What's
I'll do that
funny
during
about-
Manuel's presentation.
Honestly, I never. What the fuck, Molly?
I wasn't sure how to respond.
Honestly, I don't understand.
That's how you check
like,
if he's listening.
I don't understand people who don't fold their clothes immediately if you have a washing machine at your house. Like I've mostly used laundromats, like a place you go to do laundry most of my life.
Mhm.
Not all the time, but most of my life I have. So there I understand not folding my laundry. There I'm like I want to just leave, especially now during COVID. I'm just like grab my clothes, shove it in, get the fuck out.
I can
fold it
explain
at
it.
home.
I can explain this.
But when it's at
easy.
home, I don't
Wait,
understand why.
Manuel,
you don't
what
just
if
do it
it's
then.
that you have a laundry machine, but it's not actually in your apartment? You have to walk out of your apartment and then by the time you get back to your apartment, you've already walked like.
Well, once again, that's similar to
bit.
going to a laundry place.
Okay,
because
because that's my situation. I mean, it's not super far, but it's just like it's not like
Drink.
in my apartment.
Also, I'd say
Warren-
if you're doing like laundry and everything intermittently, like I'd like take them I'll okay, rinse, blah blah blah, pop that in, wait like 20 minutes or whatever, and then I'll remember I am doing laundry. And then like sometimes when it gets to the drying process, it's like, oh yeah, this is there. I'll remember it
Sometimes
eventually.
it also depends how often you do laundry. Because if you're one of those people that does laundry every day,
Oh fuck that!
and maybe you only want to you'll do the laundry every day, but then you'll only you'll fold all of it at the end of the week. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I just do I build everything up to like a week, and then I'll do it like on the weekend. It's like,
Yeah, I usually do my laundry on Thursday.
Mhm.
My host mom in Japan did laundry every day and also cooked and cleaned. I don't know when that woman slept.
That's a lot
Okay,
of
Warren,
water.
start now.
That's a lot of water expenses.
We've been derailed for more than 10 minutes, Warren. Sit down. Warren, sit down. I see you moving. I see you, Warren.
Warren,
Yeah,
sit.
look, we did
Sit.
like the word gangbang
Sit.
came up
No,
and
y'all
we
wanna
lost
talk,
our
y'all can
mind.
go ahead.
No,
talk.
do it.
Y'all want to talk? Go ahead and talk.
No, start your presentation. I mean, well, don't start. Finish it.
Warren, Warren, I have.
Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
can
sorry.
talk.
Your presentation is actually very interesting,
cool.
Warren.
Well,
That's why
it
you're causing this discussion.
it technically is why we had the discussion. Like, this is the laundry kind of just was a weird.
It's literally-
Actually, no,
like,
the laundry's
literally,
because of you. So yeah, everything we talked about
Wait,
is technically
Warren.
because of you.
Warren, where'd you get that shirt?
I got it on.
It looks like
Cheeto.
no, it looks like a cheetah rubbed himself in bananas.
I got this shit on
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
One of those Chinese people sites.
Wait, real quick.
Oh.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Manuel, you know that brewery that's right by Little Tokyo?
Yeah, the one that's like
I know exactly what
kinda.
you're talking about, Lauren.
Is that part of Skid Row?
No, that's actually that's part of the Arts District.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from that site on, it's the Art District.
Okay.
Drink.
Yeah. Drink.
That's a cool
Which is
brewery.
also weird when you think about it. The Arts District is right next to Skid Row.
Well, so is the Fashion District. Everything in LA, everything in downtown LA is basically
Skid
right
Row
next to Skid Row.
if you look at Skid Row on a map, it's actually really big. It's a lot of blocks, like
But
city
there's
blocks.
like a main thoroughfare, if you will. That's a horrible. I mean, that's like the only word I can.
Well, it's
come
right
up
next to
with.
Skid Row. You just go to Little Tokyo and keep walking past where the Kinokuni is. Just walk past it, and
Maybe
you'll start.
Did you get it from Yes Style?
Oh my!
No,
I
I got
used to like spend so much money on Yes.
this shirt. I think I got.
Oh yeah, Style's really cute. They have really cute clothes though.
There's
Warren,
there's been a long stand. Go ahead.
I think I got it from Zalful or whatever the fuck it is.
Zazzle?
Yeah.
It's kind of
No, Zazzle. Zazzle is a place where you get like.
It's
Wait,
like
that's a payment
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
sorry,
right.
I'm looking at the users who are watching right now, and I'm just curious who Hot Girl from Callie is. So
I think
Zaffle
Zaffle is it's similar to like
it's like
Shein.
Shein. It's like Shein. Yeah, it's kind of like
I
Shein.
see a lot of ads for it on Facebook.
Anyways, Warren, go ahead and go. Come on, we can disappoint
what?
Hot Girl from Callie.
Oh, what? Hold up. Let me put my pants away.
Put your pants on, Warren. Come on.
Real
We're
quick.
doing a show here.
Also, question for you, Warren. This does have to do. Is Watts part of LA or part of Compton?
Good question.
Watts has to be part of LA, I think.
I think it's part of LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Compton's actually more
Jeez.
even
Well-
further south. It's more like
Well, because I
over
looked
here,
at a
like-
map and it looked
Yeah,
like
Compton is
it
further
looked like they
south.
were connected, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
like,
Compton's like way over here, kind of by actually where kind of where I'm at, like South Bay. It's like Torrance, Carson, Compton.
Drink.
Kind of.
Drinking.
I'm skipping some other cities there, but yeah.
And Compton. Would you let us pray?
Compton's
LA.
closer to Long Beach. Compton and Long Beach together. Now you know you're in trouble, or whatever, however the line goes.
No, that is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
I guess I'll go now.
nothing
but
but
That's still DRE?
Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg and Dre and fucking nothing but a G thing. Anyways, Warren, 15 minutes later, keep going.
Somebody check to see if Snoop Dogg is still muted on his stream. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's see. What was I again? Oh, okay. So the next one was actually so what happened is little story time. There's this guy named from my city. If y'all don't know, I live in Stockton. This is this guy named Bounce Back Meek. He's from West Stockton. From Lewis Park, and he's an artist.
All right.
From here, a rapper, and I was just watching some of his shit. And this is the little. If you guys don't know, if it's obvious where this is going to tie into, but I'm just going to throw this in here really quick.
Okay.
So this was my hook.
What the fuck?
Okay, so basically they're affiliated. They're actually Bounce Back Meek is part of is affiliated with the West Side Bloods in Stockton, the only blood gang in Stockton.
Oh my God.
Allegedly.
So just to give you context, Lewis Park is not a great place to go to. To be on, I'll give you guys the lowdown. There's actually like 2 exits away from me.
Drink.
Been to that park many times, but so
Wait,
Heechul.
is it like an actual park?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an actual park.
Because sometimes it's just like
And
a
there's,
city
like-
is called park something.
Yeah. Baldwin Park. Anyways.
So one of his things is the reason why I figured this guy out because he did an interview with Bounce Back Meek. So Heechul. So basically, Heechul, he's a very big fan of UFC and MMA, and he likes the Nate and Nick Diaz, which are from Stockton. So he wanted to come to Stockton to see what it was about. All right, and he linked up with Bounce Back Meek. But the funny thing is that he never got DM'd back. He asked them, "Hey, when can I come over?" And they're like, "Hey, you can come over this time." He's like, "All right, I'm coming over," and Bounce Back Meek never got back to him.
It's like, "Hey, pull up," and there's no fucking reply.
I don't know if you guys can see where this is going. So this is him getting into Stockton.
한국인과 일본인, 중국인인 다 여기 조금 살다가 다 도망갔다고 전 들었거든요. The only thing I've heard about this city is dangerous and gang city.
It's considered to be somewhat violent in some areas. In some areas, where there's gang activity.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
So he gets picked up. He goes to his Airbnb, right, and he asks her about what are some what places should I not go to?
Here, this is Stockton.
Yeah, this is Stockton.
What about Lewis Park?
No, don't go to Lewis Park.
Why is that?
They're gangsters. So that area, you don't want to go over there.
지금
This motherfucker decides to go.
Shot.
사람이 안 다닙니다.
All gas, no brakes.
괜찮은 그런 도시인 것 같긴 해요.
So he goes, right? So and he goes to the park. He gets there. The Uber driver takes him there, right? So he arrives here.
여기 루이스 파크에 제가 우버를 타고 왔는데요. 그래서 지금 여기 계시는 분한테 물어봤더니
he asked where the gangsters were, and they give him directions.
Right 하면 그들의 서식지가 있대요. 지금 있는지는 잘 모르겠는데 한번 가보도록 하겠습니다.
I'm going there right now.
Is he? Okay.
Hi, I'm Heechul. Nice to meet you.
So I just met Bounce Back Meek. He's like a king, right?
Yeah.
The kind of king here. So this is a lot of people say that it's kind of dangerous.
It's like majority.
So basically, he goes straight into the hood without Bounce Back Meek saying anything to him because they did talk, but Bounce Back Meek never replied to him, and he just straight up showed up and then walked around, found this dude. On the street, it's fucking crazy.
Wait, so that's actually Bounce Back Meek? That's actually him?
Yeah, that's the guy in the music video. That guy right here.
This is probably a question that might sound stupid, but is what he's doing actually dangerous?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 100% dangerous.
I just don't know. These are places that I've never personally been before. So.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just honestly, because one, he doesn't look like he belongs there.
Yeah.
Two, his ink, when he talks, he obviously. Not limited English, but you can tell that he's still, learn it has an accent. And basically, when you go here, when it comes to the hood, they always say you either come with somebody that we know, and if they don't know you, they're gonna press you. Basically, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you? What are you doing here?" Da 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 da. The other dangerous part is since he is a person that's totally outside of all this gang shit. These guys could have thought that he was an op. Are you part?
They're a cop, or
you're like
one of the two.
Yeah, you're either trying to what are you trying to? Are you trying to infiltrate us, or you're trying to give information to the police or whatnot?
And if you're not, then it's like, oh damn, this is a quick come up. You have your parents don't stay here or whatever. Oh, this is a come up.
Yeah, so a lot of people is just he could be robbed. He has his cameras and all that stuff. So this is he's totally a fish out of water, and I'm gonna show you the beginning of what he actually some things that he actually got.
He's not alone though, right? There is someone with him.
No, he's by himself. He's literally by himself. So watch this.
What it is, you can be outside.
Was that him?
What the fuck?
And he's all chilling with him. He's chilling with them. He's hanging out with these guys.
PSA. Y'all need to stop fucking snitching on yourselves. Making this way too fucking easy for the feds.
You showed your face and no guns.
There's nothing. You don't know that they don't have those guns legally.
No, but the thing is, it gives cops a reason to investigate regardless. And a lot of that shit is oh, you give them an inch, and they'll just fucking give you full TSA service.
TSA.
Well, it just depends. The thing is, there's no faces.
I'm not saying people should or shouldn't have guns, but having a gun, the Fourth Amendment exists for a reason.
Like I said,
cause beyond
if you don't
a gun in your possession.
If you don't have a face, like I said, you can have a gun, but if you don't show your face, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
they can't prove that is you.
I just even as self-defense, like having a seatbelt or some shit. Like, don't even give them a fucking like inch.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying.
That's what I meant.
Ladies,
Yeah,
and like
but
I
obviously,
do
everybody
understand.
has
And
a right to a gun.
unfortunately, that is true. Law
Yeah, yeah,
enforcement will use those things, but it's like
Yes.
It shouldn't.
Like
That
I
should-
hear a
like,
lot
yeah.
about this because my dad's a criminal defense attorney, and a lot of his stuff is like Fourth Amendment stuff, where I think it's the Fourth Amendment, where it's like they have to have probable cause to search you, and like a lot of times, like they don't actually have probable cause. Like a gut
yeah.
instinct is not probable cause.
A lot of, like,
So-
especially with music artists, like if there's something in the song and then they can like pull some shit from social media, a lot of times they can get like they'll convince the judge one way or another, and it's fucked up.
Well, the way that they actually bypass this, especially like people that have criminal records, is that in the beginning they're like, these weapons are not real. These weapons are not real. Everything here is our props. And like, you can tell that even Bounce Back Meek, he don't hold a gun because he's also a criminal.
But freedom of speech
So
also means that we can say whatever we want and not be punished for it, because it's like you can say, "Oh, I have this," and they can't prove that you actually have it. Like you can get arrested just
don't
for
say
saying
it, though.
Listen, here's the thing though.
Yes.
If you don't have the money for it, they can press you for some shit, and then you'll have to either pay out the ass, and if you're broke, then you're probably gonna get fucked by the justice system.
All right, I want to continue really quick.
Oh, Manuel, I thought you were frozen.
But
So the comment section is fucking gold. All right. Dude's like, bro, you're really brave. You asked where the gangsters were and straight up went there and kicked it with them. Respect 100%. 100.
Get shot.
Like, this dude's hard as fuck. He just went out there without knowing anyone. Respect. Just try to relate and be cool. So that's this dude's like, I like how our man went to the hood. They're literally doing drugs, flexing with pistols and ARs. He was pretty much cool with it. But then when they started shooting each other with fireworks, basically the kids were shooting each other with little fireworks. He's like, that's dangerous.
Oh, that's mad low shit. That's gonna happen in any fucking broke neighborhood.
And it's like, don't go to Lewis Park. And to go in Lewis Park, this guy is legend. No cap.
Does this guy have like any history with mental illness by chance? And I don't mean that it's like, oh, he's crazy, so he's doing stupid shit. I'm saying in terms of like he said he felt like he was stuck on a treadmill, right? And a lot of times that can be like a motivation to be like, yo, I'm gonna live life, you know? Like I'm not gonna be scared of shit. I want to experience life.
I mean, he technically did end up just going around the world, just like, fuck it, fuck all this, let's go. And then he actually ends up having 5 more. Like, so after that night, they invite him over to come kick it with them again. And then he gets like, so basically, even though these are, he has 6 videos total, they're actually 2 days just cut up into parts. But he has like a few reaction things with, Cambodian gangsters react to Korean bullies, or them looking at Cambodian bloods gangs reacting to Korea, like how Korean what's like.
So he starts doing react videos with them.
I know.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
That's lit. Wait, so dude is Cambodian then?
Are you talking about
the artist?
Bounce Back Meek?
Yeah.
Yes. He's
I knew
Cambodian.
it. Fucking knew it.
Like,
My best friend growing up was Cambodian.
I spotted Cambodian a mile away. Drink
So he ends up making like 5 more like just little video. Like he comes back and kicks it with him. So the end result, that's him and Bounce Back Meek. Well, hold up. And that's it's like this dude just straight up. You can tell who's the guy that looks the most. He's just him right here with all these guys that have guns.
And a good one at that.
It's so fucking good. He's just standing. I was like, dude, this man is so fucking brave, yo. This guy is so fucking brave. He looks totally out of his element, but he's kicking it with all these like.
Although to be fair though, I mean, yo, like that's honestly like. I mean, is it a dangerous area? Yeah, maybe, but that's just because people are pressed. Like, if he knows these people and they're chilling and everything, that's how it should be.
Everyone's hella like
that's how it should
like
be.
This, and like if you watch the interviews, like they're hella chill. Like they don't like they answer all of his questions, and it's totally opposite of what you would think what a gangster and all that shit is.
It looks like one white boy up in front.
In my experience with I have met a couple people that were either currently in gangs or like previously in gangs, and like in my experience, they're all like pretty nice people.
It's just basic like human stuff. It's just
they're like decent humans. Like
the
when
thing,
just talking.
what I say is that they're most of them are good dudes, just in bad in not good situations.
And if you're back to the wall, you know, like the whole like cornered animal shit, you're gonna do what you have to do to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Like some shit like that. Like, and if you have no other way to get out and the system is like against you,
I mean,
it fucking
even
sucks.
And even when, you know, because especially when you come from like the ghettos like this, when you come up poor, they're like, all right, go to school and do all this. It's like the money comes slow. I need money now. I'd rather slang some drugs. I want to hustle. I want to fucking stick people up. I want to get my cash quick because I need to eat. You know what I mean?
Just be like your environment literally might not be like your education, like the funding for the school is probably shit. That's one.
Yeah, because school funding is based on property value, which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Oh my god, that needs to be changed. Like that is one of the I think most important things that needs to be changed in this country. Anyways, keep going.
Poverty's a problem. Okay, so let's put in money into the education system so people can take care of themselves. No, fuck off. Like,
yeah, for real though. All right. And then some of the comments in his, because this is an Instagram photo, it's like, this fool pulled up, not giving a fuck, he ain't scared of none. You know where the gangsters are, this fool? And they're like, so, and then, and part of the, and this is the cool part, this is the start of a friendship. So basically, who he's talking to, this is the DM between him and Bounce Back Meek. He's like, you know, you stay in Stockton? He's like, no, I'm in LA. He's like what you do? He's like, if you make it back to NorCal, we should chill. Much respect, right? Not only that, he's just like, appreciate you for fucking with me, brother. You know, real shit. You're always welcome back, and we always gonna keep you safe. I was like, that's some good shit, like some real good shit. So you just check him out. Like some of his YouTube videos, like they are in Korean. Some of them have like closed captioning, so it is translated, but it's not. I mean, but some videos are not. So be prepared to have some videos where you're like, oh fuck, okay, well, there's no closed captions. But it's a very interesting,
Japanese girl or whatever.
Sure, yeah, do that. His YouTube is Heechulism, and then his Instagram is Heechulism _. And that's it. That's all. That's all I got.
It's gonna be a 5-minute presentation. I mean,
you guys talk for like
well, for the
15 minutes.
record, yeah, for the record, but still, it's 41 minutes now. Right, about 15 minutes.
No,
so
I would have
over 20 minutes. You were still over.
No, I'm not over 20 minutes because this would have been done.
You also
we talked over it.
Started at 20 minutes.
Warren, we should do a joint presentation on Mr. Ballin.
Oh, Mr. Ballin. I love this guy because it's basically a guy that retells, like, instead of just like he retells the stories, and like he basically tells like these kind of horror, not really horror, but just like these very like
strange, dark, and mysterious.
Strange, dark, and mysterious, but in story format. So he basically, instead of him just copy and paste it, he reads it and then he summarizes himself and then he tells it. And I love it. I love it like that.
I've seen every single one of his videos.
Yes, same here.
I listen to them while I'm driving. I listen to them while I'm driving.
But thank you, everybody. I'm glad I got my
new video coming out tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Everyone go pee again.
Oh, what?
Pee, but I'll go next, I guess. But yes, I'm gonna disappear. Actually, I won't go pee, but I'm gonna be right back. So everyone take a little break, and then we'll be back with.
I will use the bathroom.
Manuel's presentation. Ooh, Molly, sing for us or something. Okay.
No, I don't want
to. Molly's like, no, I want to see.
I don't want to see.
I don't want to see.
I don't want to. I can't hear you, Pleiades. You're muted.
Now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's nice that it actually like shows next to your name that you're muted, so I could tell that was why. Instead of it just being like, why can't we hear you?
The USB port it's in is kind of loose, I guess. So if I like shift my leg a little bit off, then it just kind of like shits itself.
Mr. Ballin is the one that I told you should watch, Pleiades. I think you'd like his stuff. I
started watching it and then like I was kind of like taken off guard. I was like, oh wait, this is interesting. Like, what was it? The one that I got hooked on was Katy Perry's ex.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy.
I had to tell my girlfriend about that. I was, yo, what the fuck?
For those that don't know, Katy Perry
had the Clint Eastwood one was crazy too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was that the one where there were a couple different Pleiades, what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
The Clint Eastwood one was the one where he was flying in the plane. and he needed
I'm trying to
get back.
resize this properly.
Was that one of the? Because I know there was one he did recently where it was like 3 actors and like their backstories that you didn't know, but you didn't know who the actor was until the end of the story.
I kind of knew that one was already.
There we go. I'm just gonna put something on here for everybody to think about.
Oh, what about the one that was about George H.W. Bush? Where it was like he almost got captured and taken to that like cannibal island in Japan.
Yeah, it's fucking that's wild.
And then at the end he's like George H.W. Bush, and you're like, what the fuck?
Like, what? Yeah, for real. I'm just like, what? Nani the fuck?
Like a lot of those stories, he tells this whole story and he doesn't tell you who. He just says the first name, and then at the end he'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's this person." Or the same one that was about. I think it was about Harrison Ford actually. They was one of the actors he was talking about. It was also Tim Allen, and like Tim Allen like had a whole like drug dealing past and like was supposed to be in prison for his life. For life, but then he got out for basically.
That one got me too because I was just like. I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? I was like, Danny Trejo or something? Because it sounds like a Danny Trejo. And he's like, Tim Allen. I was like, the two fucking Buzz Lightyear.
He's Santa.
He's Santa. He's Buzz Lightyear. Like, dead ass. I was like, fucking Buzz fucking motherfucking Lightyear. Yo.
I feel like I've heard about that before, though. At least that he had, like, been in trouble in the past. Like, it seems familiar.
Like, the Clint Eastwood one, like, it did surprise me, but I already knew that story. It's just because I sat there and I was like, oh, this sounds a little familiar. And then I was like, because I think his son, Clint Eastwood's son, he was on a podcast and he was talking about that same exact thing about his dad. And I was like, oh, so when
wait.
I was just like,
was that the one where he like went in the compartment and like almost fell out of a plane?
And the plane almost fucking died.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that one.
And I was like, wow.
The George H.W. Bush one is the one that like shocked me the most.
Yeah, that one.
Like when he was describing what happened to the people that were captured, it was so.
Yeah, that one's wild. That
so
one's
horrendous.
More wild.
The way that, and like how he like just barely escaped, basically. Like it was almost luck.
Like, can you imagine that shit though? It's just like.
Well, like, and okay, he also like no one was told what happened to the people that were captured until like 2003.
Those so like George
H.W. Bush was like he was like in his 80s when he found out like what would have happened to him if he had been captured. Like he didn't know until then. And that's just
like they were just killing people. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, fuck it, we're losing. It's time to fucking kill everybody. Yeah, that shit's fucking wild, yo. Welcome back, Matt. What the fuck is that on the screen?
Mr. Ballin is also the one that I found out about. That one guy I did a DTL on, the crazy lucky man who like did all the deals and like buy things and send it to places, like sending like the warming bed pan things to the Caribbean.
Yeah, there's a lot of audience interaction.
And then they were like, "Oh, this works really well for stirring molasses."
Oh God!
Wait, who worked
that guy?
Tim Allen?
Yeah, Tim Allen. Oh, we were talking about some of Mr. Ballin's. A couple of his more recent videos have been about like he'll like tell a story of like someone's background and then at the end tell you who it was. And like Tim Allen was like in prison for life and he because of drug dealing and was able to get out by he did like 2 years I think, and then he took a deal where he would be let out if he gave information about other drug dealers and like then
Tim Allen was a snitch.
And Harrison Ford, I think, was the one like he basically was just like he was told by everyone you're not good enough, you're not going to be an actor, and then so he's like, fine, I'll be a carpenter, and apparently he wasn't even a good carpenter, but he was somehow the carpenter of the stars, and but then eventually when he went to the audition, wait, is this what I'm thinking of? The guy Harrison Ford was Obi-Wan, right?
No, he was he's
Han Solo.
Han Solo, yeah.
Han Solo.
The audition for Han Solo. He wasn't even supposed to be auditioning. He was just supposed to be reading. Like, he was expressly told, you are not auditioning. You are not in the running for this role. Like, but then he got it.
He got it because he sounded so... Because Han Solo's so fucking, like, his personality... It's so funny. It's so funny how he got it, because he wasn't even trying... Not trying, but he was just like, "Fuck
Well, he
it,
was
man.
just
I don't
pissed.
give a
He's like,
fuck.
why the fuck am I even here?
Why am I here?" And all of a sudden they're like,
Shit.
"You got the job. You got it." And he's just like, "The fuck." Okay.
Sorry. I poured a drink and then turned out the cup I was pouring into has a hole in it, so it's like leaking everywhere. Yeah. So like the drink spilled. This time it was not my fault. I'm really annoyed by it though. That's why. And then I drank a bunch of it, forgetting it was a drink, and then I was like, "Oh shit, that's nasty."
Also, apparently, one of Katy Perry's exes murdered someone.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that guy's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I he was also an actor. Like, it wasn't like one of her major exes, like someone that she dated for a really long time or anything like that. I don't think it just happened to be someone that Katy Perry previously dated. But this was also after they dated. It was not before. He was caught very soon after he did it, so it was not.
That dude was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, well, why is Pleiades like a fucking Rice Krispie treat that's like has a growth on it or something?
No, it looks like freaking shrimp with like mozzarella cheese or boiled eggs.
Or some butter.
It looks nasty
Oh,
though,
yeah,
whatever it is. It looks
It
nasty.
looks like a weird version of Jell-O salad. Do you guys know
Come on,
what
man,
Jell-O
you know you
salad
wanna
is?
eat.
Do I need to do a presentation on Jell-O salad?
That's
Well, that's
nasty.
if DTL's even alive anymore.
Why have you been saying that nonstop? Why? Who told you something that I didn't say anything about that?
No, I don't know if
Are you just
DTL 's
saying
still
it?
a
Last
thing.
DTL?
No.
It isn't?
No,
I think we've
I really
rebranded.
don't know why you've been saying it, but yeah, I've been saying that we. Oh, that's what you're saying. I actually was saying.
Yeah, but it's because it's not DTL no more.
Okay, well, he might be right by that. That we might change the name, just something
In the
catchier.
format.
Yeah, in the format, but just mainly the name because it's catchier. But the format so that not everyone has to present. So maybe we could have like more guests on again, and not have to worry about time. Because I feel like when there's more than 4 presentations, it's like almost. I mean, I'm sure we're still gonna get out of here long before 4 hours. But tonight, I mean. But there's some nights where I feel like we really push it, and imagine having 5. But so yeah.
We had 6. Gotta love it.
That we yeah, there'll be some minor changes like that. And then we've been tossing around names about like what to call it instead of Drink Talk Learn, but something punchier than Drink Talk Learn. It's
Well,
definitely
but then you should change the name of Drink Talk Roll too.
no, that
No,
can stay.
Drink Talk. Yeah, that one's gonna stay.
Drink Talk Roll still has a bit more, and I like the logo with dice instead of ice better, which is kind of funny because technically Warren modified Jordan's logo, which I'm sure he doesn't care about, but I still find that kind of funny.
I only did it because like it's part of it's an A to J. Like the thing is,
But yeah.
since that logo is part of A to J. I didn't want to make a whole new logo, and I was like,
and I was talking to
You know what I
Jordan
mean?
about creating a new logo. Why is
oh
he
shit,
so
we can hear the
loud?
whole world.
I know. What did he
I don't know if
do?
the ladies
Oh,
is hella
Manuel,
loud.
after the presentation, remind me that there's something that I want to tell you.
Also,
Or after.
Why after?
Ladies are like hella loud.
Well,
So
I mean,
what this
I guess
is-
like, I don't know if it's something that it's not like bad or anything. I just don't know if
Oh,
it's
okay.
something that you want me to talk about on stream.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Also,
you mean
for
after? I
everybody
think you meant
who's
after my
wondering-
presentation.
Oh no! After, yeah.
It's like your zipper's undone. I'm not even wearing a zipper, but your zipper. You don't tell me until I'm done.
For everybody who's
It
wondering,
has to do with some. It was just with the conversation we had after the last one. I don't know if Warren or if you remember Warren.
Oh, Pleiades is peeing again. I swear to God.
When
we can't see
Callie was
anything.
like, "Oh yeah, this thing that Manuel told us about," and me and
That's what I was. Yeah,
me and Warren were like, "What?"
Oh,
I thought. Listen,
okay, no.
I thought you were gonna mention. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Okay.
Like, what are you
No. I think I can't. I'm pretty sure Manuel is gonna ask because he's gonna be like, Warren, I fucking talked to you about that, and I do remember him talking to me about it.
Well, I found
No.
I found the Facebook messages where he talked to me about it. I just didn't remember.
I didn't remember either. I'm pretty sure that I was like, I remembered after
it's
the
just
fact.
A project. It's a project that you have planned, Manuel.
That you actually recently mentioned again, because I said something.
And me and Pleiades, or me and
Has to do with
Callie
Christmas.
Callie was talking about how you talked to me and Pleiades about it, and me and Warren, were like, What?
Yeah, I don't remember. And then later I was like, oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
No,
you
yeah,
did.
That's
You
did talk to both of us about it, but we were both just like, we don't remember that.
I heard about it and I was like, what the fuck? I haven't heard a goddamn word about
No, I
this.
didn't have to play about it.
I literally had to. No, you.
I had to backtrack too.
I literally had to like look through my Facebook messages, and I was like, oh yeah, there was we did talk about this.
But yeah, for everyone.
Your quality got better, Manuel.
Oh,
it did actually.
Oh yeah, it got better.
What happened?
I can see your moles.
It's because it's Friday. All the stupid little kids not using the internet no more.
Maybe.
What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, so Drink Talk Learn is not disappearing. It just probably be rebranded, and it's still gonna stay bi-weekly. That's not gonna change. Anytime soon.
That's what they said about OnlyFans.
Well, now it's gonna stay bi-weekly for sure until like no matter what until Halloween. Because the good thing is that we actually Fap's on a break because Jordan has to do some other stuff for a while.
Fapped out.
So yeah, you too much fapping. So basically, it's
D&D every week
right now.
Drink Talk Learn. So it's
no, Manuel, you need to have your break for FAP be in November, so it can be no FAP November.
Oh, that would have been funny. No, we're breaking all the rules. We fapping all in November.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me figure out how to screen share while I.
What's
Also,
that? It's like mustache? No.
No
Mustache?
shave November.
Movember,
No shave November.
whatever.
Movement. I tried to do that and I didn't. No, it's too hard.
Yeah, I am incapable of growing facial hair.
I am
it
actually
looks like
curious.
facial hair crawled on my
am
face and then
curious if I didn't
died.
shave for long enough, how long would my leg hair get? Because
Do
you know how
it.
it's like it does. It's not like the hair on your head. It's not going to grow that long because it doesn't stay in the. There's like a phase that your hair is in, and however long it's in that phase is like how long your hair can grow, and hair on your body just isn't in that phase as long.
Two things.
But I'm just like curious,
Okay.
like how long would my leg hair get?
Two things. One, just for everybody who's curious, I also stared at this picture for like minutes trying to figure out what the fuck it was. It's a bunch of cooked shrimp with hard-boiled eggs in there. I thought it was ground meat.
I said, well, okay. I said shrimp with mozzarella, but I was thinking in my head or hard.
That's the first thing I thought. Yeah, it's all the
Where
pink
are the
stuff.
shrimp?
All the pink stuff is shrimp. It's tiny
shrimp.
all the
shrimp. That's
curly
the first thing
stuff.
I see.
Yeah,
they're not
all the
Rice
pink
Krispies,
curly stuff.
Manuel. They're shrimp.
I
They're
thought at
tiny
first it
little
was
baby
like
shrimp.
raw ground meat because it kind of
Nasty.
looks like ground meat.
Anyway,
Why does it exist?
So apparently, this is I think cuisine from a culture.
Okay, but seriously, do you guys know what Jello salad is?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
it's nasty.
There's a TikTok channel where someone just does Minnesota salads that aren't really salads, and she just does like different versions of Jello salad. And it's so funny.
gross.
Oh,
we
you
go.
can put your feet. Oh,
Yeah.
you can put your
Molly.
feet in the camera.
Like probably look something
Oh,
like
he has hairy legs.
like
There you
this.
go.
Well, I don't know though because
Also, look at-
I feel like in general, my friends that are
Where's your feet? Put your foot in the camera.
No,
Let's
no,
do
no.
it.
But here's
my
this weird
friends
shit.
that identify as
Keep the camera.
my friends that identify as girls tend to have like that don't shave. Their leg hair still doesn't get usually as long as a lot of like my friends who identify as guys.
I'm trying to
I see
taper. No,
But
but
you know
like,
what I
look at
mean?
this. Look, isn't this the weirdest thing? Like
Oh,
right
yeah,
here,
it
it
makes
just
it soft.
dies. It's like
Yeah.
baby smooth right
I know
here.
some people that are like that, or it's like it like goes up to like
Like
the
they-
knee,
like-
and then literally their
like my
thighs are
in-
bare.
Yeah.
Like my
Is it
inner
your inner
thigh does
thigh?
not grow any hair. Yeah, my inner thigh doesn't grow any hair at
No,
all.
my inner thigh like
It's weird.
Josh, there's like nothing there, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
But then when it goes to the outside of my leg, that's when I was like, what? I was talking to Leslie about that. I was like,
Maybe
this doesn't
like
make
the walking
sense.
just like chafes it all off. I honestly don't know.
Because like it's not even the sock thing. Because I used to wear like tube socks, like all like they're basically like thigh high socks. Like they were just comfy as shit. So you can't. So there's not even the thing where it's like, oh, socks up to a certain point of my ankles, and that's why just the hair doesn't grow. No. Has nothing to do with that. Fucking
Well, anyway,
weird shit.
Share my screen.
Anyways,
Let's
Manuel.
get this shizzo on the Rizzo.
Oh, I gotta go get my laundry. I said I was gonna put it away.
Why the Wii
Oh
is the good.
my god!
I'm
So,
still
hold
gonna
up, hold
listen,
up,
Manuel.
hold
I'm just gonna put my laundry away too.
Hold up,
you were
hold up,
joking
Manuel.
when you said that,
Wait,
by
the
the way.
Wii. You know you lost already because the Wii's not the
Manuel.
GOAT. It's the PSP, dog.
Here's the thing. This okay. So Manuel is always like Manuel is one of the most like
Boomer.
anti like quote unquote hipster like sentiment people that I know, and honestly,
Or the
like
poor
he's
drink.
the biggest snowflake that I fucking know. Because it's like, oh, this is overrated, that's overrated. Going to the Wii is the best console ever. I'm like,
I don't know if calling something overrated makes you a snowflake. I don't know.
No, it's just like it's like going against like what is perceived to be popular, like that kind of thing.
Oh, that's just hipster.
Manuel is a hipster.
It's
like despite him saying that he hates hipsters.
Anyway, start timer. Oh, I didn't finish saying that earlier. I was already talking to Jordan. I think I mentioned this last night. It's not really a surprise. I've already was talking to Jordan about like a new mascot. That I don't want to reveal what the ideas are.
New mascot
instead of Timertron.
What do you mean instead of Timertron?
I thought it was Reggie.
What do you mean?
Not, like a new mascot for Drink Talk Learn or whatever we end up calling it. But yeah,
that is accurate. Mystery.
To be fair, Timertron I don't think was.
Oh,
like it was mostly I wanted to use Manuel's own language against him.
Callie, when Callie drew Timertron, there's always a talk that she was going to redraw it, so it looks a little like because more put together and nicer drawing, and she never did.
Great.
So technically, well, I mean, I still liked it, but it was just a rough sketch, obviously. And whatever she drew for her model, like I mean, not to say that she was supposed to give that to us, but we never got that. Like, well,
Callie literally said she actually did send us all of the thing, and we can also get it like at any point.
Anyway, also I'd lost Timertron the time.
Listen, you're not taking out brown skin girls from visibility here, okay?
It's funny because I never associated Timertron as a brown skin girl until even though she obviously is.
I absolutely did.
Because in my head, like Timertron was just like Callie, and then I think she was the one who pointed it out.
You know what that is?
She was the one who pointed it out. That like
you know what that is?
What?
Listen, that's your mentality being fucked. Is what it is. You think like that's the normal? No, brown people out here.
There's enough brown people on the show already. Anyway,
hey, hold on. What do you mean by that? Hold on.
Like,
what do you
say that like we got?
What do you mean by that?
What?
I say that I'm brown. I can say that. So anyway,
then by all means, then it makes sense that the mascot should also fit with the brand.
Okay, I was mainly joking when I said that. Actually,
I'm yellow,
I was
Manuel.
joking, but
Manuel actually saying the racist shit around here. There's enough brown people on this podcast.
He's like, we got at least one yellow guy on here. It's cool. We can talk about Asian people stuff now.
There you go. It's like, yeah. It's like, just kidding.
Okay, well, I've already finished putting my laundry away. Emmanuel hasn't.
I know we haven't done
that's so fast.
Warren, Pleiades. Start the timer.
Oh, I know it's on. It's been going.
Oh, what's it on?
You're at 2 minutes 20 seconds.
You son of a bitch! Hold on.
Welcome, Manuel. Now you know how I feel, bitch ass.
You know what? I'm gonna start mine when it goes to a minute. Tell me when it gets to 3.
Cute, but it's not that. No.
Tell me when it hits 3. Tell me when it hits 3. So I'll start mine.
Manuel's gonna.
I'm literally waiting until it hits 3. Sorry for the dead silence. Tell me when it hits 3 exactly.
Listen.
Like, it has to be now, Pleiades. Come on.
White's a kid manual. I love this. It's not.
Is it now?
No,
like anti-manual.
It's 2 minutes 50 seconds. You should have just started your presentation, and then I would have cut you off mid-sentence.
Okay, it's now. I'm putting it now anyway.
No, it's not.
Oh my god!
Now
I drank already, by the way. So let me open up the chat and open up everything. Okay, damn whites again. God damn it. Anyway,
he's Spanish.
Today I'm talking about.
He says all his S's with THs.
This was actually my very first DTL presentation, and just to give you a little bit of background, when we did the first DTL presentation, it was actually not Drink Talk Learn. I forgot all about this, and I watched it, and it was actually it was actually Ultra Podcast Z episode 99.5 or something like that, because like it was when we were doing half episodes every week, and it was a half episode. So it was never Drink Talk Learn until Drink Talk Learn number 2, but because it was a UPZ, I thought we had to end it in 2 hours, and we basically had to rush it. And I rushed this presentation when I did it, and I didn't really feel like I got everything out even then. And when the idea came like around episode 15 or so to have a redo at 25, I'm like, I'm gonna redo the Wii one, and then I couldn't find it, and then I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna redo it or do a new one. I don't know why, because there's parts of this I just like the way I did it the first time. So, and then the other day I was looking through a folder where I keep all the thumbnails and shit like that, because I was looking to update the thumbnail for Twitch, the one where Ren's pointing, and I found the fucking DTL. It was in the presentation. It was in the folder. It was DTL number 1. I don't know. I guess I put it in that folder thinking it belongs in UPZ folder, but anyways. So I'm redoing it. It's the same presentation, but I'm gonna go slower and talk about everything I wanted to talk about. And mind you, I wrote this in a lot more flippant way because that's the way I thought DTL should be. So this is not the way I typically do presentations, where this is a lot more like it's me actually being an asshole. So yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't understand the difference. What's the distinction here?
So anyways, the Nintendo Wii. So what is the Wii? The Wii is Nintendo's 7th generation console.
Drink!
I actually have a whole thing about console generation, so I don't think they exist.
They do exist.
No. And
they do exist in terms of popular taxonomy, yes.
Let me finish. The Wii is a good example because the Wii came out like in between the 360 and the PS3, which I think was a 3-year period. And then the Wii was succeeded by the Wii U while the other two were still on the market. Like, honestly, and then the whole thing about the Switch is in between generations. Generations have never been a thing. It's just people like to pretend.
They are a thing, and this is just furthering the Manuel.
Now this is funny.
Narrative.
So it sold over 101 million units. Yeah, 101. And it's funny. This is the part that really made me want to talk about it because at the time, I don't know if you guys, like, all you guys were around. But it was super popular. But for some reason today, everyone talks shit about the Wii. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You probably had one too. You were playing Wii Sports and you liked it. Shut up.
Yeah, at first, because it came bundled with it. And then like you keep like near the end of its life cycle, it's like a whole bunch of fucking shovelware.
No, there was Skyward Sword's doing numbers.
Skyward Sword is the most popular, like the most consistently hated Zelda.
How are you gonna IRL ban the word Nintendo?
Yeah, do it. Damn.
Skyward Sword might be hated more than
I guess
Legend of Zelda 2 Adventure of Link.
Nintendo has been
That's
okay,
bullshit.
Manuel. You cannot say Nintendo. You say what's the new interim word?
Famicom.
So the Famicom legacy. So okay.
This man.
If you never know anything about the Nintendo cons, shit. Let's take a double drink.
Damn, man, you lost.
That's
Take 2
cool
drinks.
thing how like it had a slot to hold the controllers.
I actually have my Famicom right. See, I don't want to move the shit on top of it. I have my dice on top of it. But anyways, so the Famicom and NES was their first console. I love the Famicom because like, I actually did a double drink, but take another one.
Family computer. Mm-hmm. Did you use it to send faxes?
That actually was functionality it had, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love about it is that not only that little cartridge flap, it's just a little flap. You could you put the cartridge in there, and that button in the middle like ejects it. And no joke, Nintendo. Fucking hell! Hold on. They put that switch in because they thought kids would like playing with it. Because like you would press it, and the game would like fly out. And it actually kind of does. It's like a pretty high-powered spring. Well, now what's funny, like Pleiades mentioned how it has the controllers have slots to put on the sides. Most people don't seem to know this, but the Famicom, the controllers are hardwired into the console. Like they're part of the console, and they're only about like 2 feet long. So you're meant to have the console like on the floor in front of you, like right in front of you. Game Boy line, all that shit. The Super Famicom, the SNES. I hate people who say SNES. By the way, if you say SNES non-ironically, you're no friend of mine anymore. It's the SNES. SNES.
That's all I had to do. SNES.
Shut up. I hate people who say the SNES. It's the SNES or the Super Nintendo or the Super word I can't say. But the Super Famicom was the thing. The N64 is funny because apparently it was supposed to be called the Ultra 64. They got rid of the Famicom line, but then they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be Nintendo." So I'm taking double to this. This is just gonna be a long slide. I'm gonna just skip this one. Anyways,
what do you mean skip this one?
PS line. These are all the things.
Hell yeah, the purple lunchbox.
So what I loved about the Wii was that the Wii brought back almost every franchise to the console. Now what that means is you didn't always see this at the time. Like the GameCube didn't have every franchise. The N64, the N64 didn't have every franchise.
It had Mario.
But the Wii
also had his version of Monster Hunter.
For Mario, there was Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Mario Galaxy 2 is funny because if you never played Mario Galaxy 2, I don't think most people have. It's the one where it's basically one again. Spoiler alert. At the end of Mario Galaxy 1, they basically like retcon the whole game. It's kind of like time loop nonsense where it didn't happen.
What's because Rosalina is actually Luigi and Peach's daughter.
Oh my god! Don't start that bullshit. But so technically, Mario Galaxy 2 is just the redo. It's like, oh yeah, the shit's happening again because
I've heard it's actually better than 1 technically in terms of like level design. A lot of people.
Super Paper Mario, it's the Mario RPG game. Now this one's very controversial because it was supposed
Paper
to come
Mario
out
Thousand Year Door.
It was supposed to come out on the GameCube. Super Paper Mario was, and I wish it had.
It did.
Because
no, that's not Super Paper Mario. That's Super Mario Thousand Year Door. They're different.
Yeah. Super Paper Mario is the one that's like Paper Mario, but it's like a Mario game. Yeah. And so people were upset because from then on the series was like no longer an RPG. But supposedly when it was on the GameCube, it was supposed to be a side game. But I guess because it was on the Wii, they kind of considered it a true sequel, and there we go. You could thank that game for ruining it. Now Zelda, there were 2 Zelda games. There's Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Twilight Princess is about GameCube.
Twilight Princess, no one hates Twilight Princess, by the way. People do have opinions on Skyward Sword.
People have it's like the Zelda cycle thing where like sometimes like certain ones get hated and then later on they get appreciated again.
By the way,
that was Twilight Princess.
So speaking of the Skyward Sword thing, people hated Wind Waker when that came out. Everybody forgets that. Everyone's gone hipster for that one.
No,
people hated Wind Waker when it came out.
Initially the cell shading was like a big turnoff, but then when people
everyone hated
this is actually a good fucking game.
No. Everyone hated it. Anyways, Metroid. I was there, Gandalf. I was there.
I was there
years ago. Anyway,
people didn't say it was unplayable like how they said about Skyward Sword.
Metroid had Metroid Prime 3 and the Metroid Prime trilogy, which obviously includes 3, but it also had ports of 1 and 2.
I will say the Metroid Prime series. I didn't actually play it until like I got to the Wii, and honestly, I really did like the motion controls with it.
Kirby is another funny franchise because that got no representation on the GameCube except for that racing game,
which is ironically like a big fucking fan favorite. Like people will say like, we need that now. Like it's a fucking
But Kirby on Wii had Return to Dreamland and Epic Yarn. Epic Yarn's a cool one, and I think they even made like Yarn Yoshi. I forgot what that one's called, Crafting World or something like that. But
that was later, but that they definitely got that idea from from Kirby.
Okay, I guess I don't have it here, but they even revived weird franchises. If you didn't know, the Excite
you say Nintendo again.
The Excite franchise is a franchise. Like
you know what they revived? Wait, let me show you.
They actually did. Wait, that was when they got Punch Out.
What's Molly showing me? Oh, I heard something fall. Is she okay?
You know, Kid Icarus still hasn't had a proper revival.
Excite Bike had a sequel called Excite Truck. I'm not making this up, on the Wii. So they even brought back some random ass franchises. They brought back
what was it? The plane one.
Molly's like making a mess. Okay, what'd you get?
Manuel, what game do you think I got?
Did you get Cookie Mama? Oh, nice!
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because that was the Wii is like that was the generation where right before the Dreamcast fucking fell off a cliff, and Wile E. Coyote, and now like Sega was like putting stuff out there.
I never played the original of this, but like, I love that game.
My whole like Knights exposure was the one pinball level in Sonic Adventure where they just play the Knights themes over and over again, and it just made me want to play that game.
Pilot Wings. They bring back Pilot
Wings. There you
Wings.
go, Wesley. Thank you. Pilot Wings. That was the playing game I was thinking about.
That was 3DS. So anyways, obviously the reason why some people I think hated the Wii was infamous for bringing in the casual gamer, which the Chad gamers never like. It's like, oh, I don't want to play it.
That's part of
what?
it.
Really? Huh.
There was all this thing where like old people could play it. No joke. I felt like I was walking to a Nintendo commercial. I can say it again, by the way. I felt like I was walking to a Nintendo commercial because I went to a Target one time and there was an old man playing Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a Wii game, and he would not get off the fucking console. And I wanted
to Wii U.
No, that's Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, that's true.
The sequel, but the first one was on the Wii. It just had me drink.
Yeah, because you keep saying the no word.
I can say it.
Oh
now.
no, he's done.
Oh,
it was
he
like 5 minutes. Anyway, the old man was playing it, and he was like having the time of his life. This old Asian guy was just playing it, and I was like, is he gonna get?
He was remembering back in the days.
I wanted to try the game because I was like, it was new, and I'm like, he's not gonna move. He did not move. Anyway,
it was like in every retirement home, like All of them.
Now,
yeah.
Motion controls. Now, even though everyone talks shit about them now, it really popularized motion controls. And you have to be like, yeah, well, the waggle. But everyone copied them. Like nobody remembers this anymore. But as soon as this became a hit, the Sony and Microsoft both like, we need to copy it. We need to fucking come up with our own version. And Sony's ripped off completely. They came out with the Move. Which sucks.
It had like a little
which by the way still exists in the Sony market because now it's part of the PSVR thingy. But they came up with the Move.
Smart for them. Like at least you didn't feel like.
And then Microsoft lied to the world by coming up with a better system, the Kinect, which I know is not quite motion controls. But yeah, it was shit. Did not work. They lied to everyone. Also, it's worth mentioning the initial Wiimote only had like 2-point sensors. I don't know what they call it. It didn't have a gyro.
Yeah.
So the gyro got added like way later, like 2-3 years later. And that became Wii Motion Plus. Yeah. I've never actually owned a Wiimote that did not have Wii Motion Plus built in. I don't know, like, which is funny because that was for most of its life. So I find it funny that
what was bundled with Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah, the Wii Motion Plus one was Skyward.
And then then, like, people had like issues like with controlling.
And it really did change the way games are played. Even though most people don't use them, obviously, but they're still like kind of annoyingly. If you play like fucking Breath of the Wild now, they have the fucking gyro temples. I fucking hate those, by the way. But
I don't know if I ever got the Wii Motion Plus ones.
Yeah,
really,
there's not really a reason to.
Well, like, there's games like Red Steel and I can't remember them all, and I think Skyward Sword, by the way, that require it.
Yeah, what it is, it's kind of like the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. Like there's a handful of games that require it, and if you didn't play those, you really didn't need it.
And then of course there's Wii Sports that was the pack-in. I actually have a bunch of Wii Sports. I should pull them out and show them to you one day.
They need to bring this shit back. They need to bring back packaging fucking games with new consoles.
Yeah, imagine why don't you throw all those Wii Sports games away, huh? Like you did with everything else.
Because I love the Wii. But anyway, and I have like I'm not even joking. I have about like 16 Wiimotes and about 30 or so nunchucks. But that's for
how many Switch controllers do you have?
Not that. Well, I have like 8. I have 4 sets of Joy-Cons and I have like maybe 5 or 6 controllers. But that's another story. But anyways, Wii Sports sold 83 million copies, which makes it one of the best-selling games of all time. That's not like a downloadable.
But it's also because it was bundled with the fucking console.
Exactly. But it was bundled for almost every single console, including mine. When I bought it, it came with Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, which is an even better game.
That's right.
And by the way, the Wii Blank series was a whole series that went on for a while. There was Wii Chess, there was Wii Play, there was Wii Motion Play, which is the sequel. There was Wii.
Wii Music wasn't still
Wii Music.
Wii U, right? Oh wait,
no.
Did they have it?
Wii Fit.
Wii Fit,
which had some issues.
But
because if you stood on it and you were more than like a certain weight,
it wouldn't let you. It would be like, you're too big for the thing.
Would get big, and then it would make it like a womp womp noise.
Oh yeah, everyone was like, its body shames you. It really
and then
does.
every time you stood
calibrated
on
for
it,
Japanese.
every time you stood on it, it would be like, oh. You'd be like, what?
Just shame you into fucking losing weight. Wow.
No, and it's funny because there are times when I see my friends do it. I had a friend of mine who got a Wii Fit and he put in all of his weight. And mind you, if you saw the guy, he's tall, but he's really skinny. And I always thought he was really skinny, but he put in his accurate information into Wii Fit. And like what Molly said, once you put it in, it makes the me look like you. And it made him look like he had a big belly. And I'm like, oh, wow. If you didn't have an eating disorder, this is giving it to you, bro. It's like, here you go. Served up by Nintendo.
Fucking BMI's fucked.
Anyways, motion controls were copied by both Microsoft and Sony. Funny story. People don't know this. Most people who hate motion controls don't know this. They're more accurate than an analog stick. An analog stick, actually, if you have it's real science. I'm sure JD agrees.
Accuracy, like that would depend on the game. Like,
no, it's not even the game. I'm sure JD knows this. What I'm talking about. When you program an FPS, the analog stick is so inaccurate that they have to like pull you to the targets in every game, which is why PC
is that where you get aim assist? Is that where we get aim assist in Call of Duty?
Yes, and that's why PC Master Race is like they just click on it. They click. And motion controls are basically the equivalent of clicking with the mouse.
Except it's different because those are two different interfaces.
I would just like to say,
very similar.
One uses the Wii bar.
Playing Pikmin on the Wii was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
And that's another thing. Some people
on the Wii Pikmin on the Wii U though. That was immaculate.
I never had a Wii U.
Some people
because you have the tablet, so you could just like point on the map and have it. It was the perfect way to play that game.
I'm not saying this was your case, Molly, but some people also didn't calibrate the Wii right. Like you're supposed to tell it whether the sensor bar is on the top or the bottom. You're supposed to calibrate it.
The fact that you have to do all that shit is kind of.
I think a lot of the issue was this was Pikmin 1, which was ported to the Wii.
I remember I had a nephew. I had a nephew who like my Wii doesn't work, and it turned out he had it calibrated so that the thing was on top of the TV, but he had it under. And I'm like, yeah, because it thinks you're supposed to be way down here, you know.
That's kind of unintuitive.
So there's the controllers. The Wii had a nunchuck, traditional feeling. There's also the classic controllers and so on. And yeah, both.
You could also just hook up your GameCube controllers to it.
Only to the older model. I didn't include that. But only the older model had that.
Well, I have the older model then.
The newer model, wasn't that just like, it didn't even have a fucking disc drive or some shit?
Do you remember how cool Mii's were?
No.
Oh, I remember having like the Mii contest where it was like, make a Mii look like
the crazy looking Mii. And there were so many things you could vote on them every week. And like, that shit's not there anymore. And it's sad. Nintendo had so much more like personality back in the day.
People never used.
I know someone out there is telling me that Mii's are still on the Switch. Yeah, but does anyone ever use them?
Well, if they don't use them on the Switch, why would they keep them then?
They're probably not going to next generation. Yeah. But anyways, now Mii channels. Now this is funny because nobody I think maybe Molly remembers these. Well, you mentioned it. There was the one where you could vote. There was the one where you would look at other Miis. There was a news channel. There were all these channels, and they all shut down ages ago. But it was so cool.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
it was very recent.
Oh no! It was only a couple years ago that they took away Netflix for sport.
Yeah, that's how I remember because my girlfriend's mom uses the Wii exclusively for Netflix.
But they they killed it on that on
yeah, because they took away the online services for the Wii because they're like nobody uses this, so we gotta like shut down the servers to like have more resources for the Switch and shit.
And there's also
that's poo-poo.
Also, everyone talks about the Wii system menu music and the eShop music. There's no music at all on the Switch. What the fuck is that about? But yeah, remember like do or whatever, like the eShop one.
That might have actually made it more accessible to like older people because it kind of like gave them like, oh, this is like a TV channel thing, you know, like a fucking cable box or some shit like that.
It's funny you say that because the Wii U had only in its first year of life had this very unused feature where you could watch TV through it. To this day, my Wii U until very recently used to be my TV remote to turn it on and off. I barely use my TV though, for the record.
You can also go on the internet on the Wii.
Yeah, I had a version of the Opera browser. Which for some reason a lot of people use, like a consoles. I mean, I can only assume it's because it's open source, I guess, or cheaper. But yeah, but everyone uses Opera. That's a fun little tidbit there. ABAP, what's ABAP? ABAP, straight ABAP?
Oh,
is that a joke I don't get?
Oh, why'd you put it in there anyway? If that
I don't know.
All butts are P.
So anyways, I wanted to point out that there was a whole thing about like the Wii was a huge hit in Japan. Everyone usually assumed like this is the biggest reason because the Wii had come off the GameCube, which was not a big success. It was not a failure by any stretch of the word, but it was not a big success. And Arashi, who were like at the time like the biggest like pop group in Japan, like the BTS of Japan. Still technically are, but like they were especially then. They
no man, you can't compare anything to BTS. Okay, BTS made everything. Even it made even Guns N' Roses.
Let it happen. Let it happen. Let him learn. Let him learn the hard way.
But Arashi promoted BTS the entire. Promoted the entire life.
Oh shit! You made me kick over my fucking my garbage can.
like they were there when it launched, and like this is them promoting Wii Party, which came out like 2 years after the fact. So yeah, they were promoting it. They were always playing it. Oh yeah, this was during the height of Hanayori Dango, which is Boys Over Flowers. That when the main singer of Arashi, the guy on the left there, I can't remember his name, Matsumoto Jun. He was the main dude in Boys Over Flowers. And that's it. They're awesome.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I still have them. I have them on my 3DS. I moved them to my 3DS, but there used to be a way to get official Arashi Mii's onto, and there's actually ways to get other official Miis. Like I got a bunch of AKB48 Miis when that game came out, and I deleted one on accident, and you can't get them back again. You can only scan them in once. Oops.
Oh damn, man! Were
You
you
are
mad?
actively destroying.
Did you get mad,
that
Manuel?
on purpose.
Were you salty?
And there was a Smash game, which I guess nobody likes though.
There was it.
Yeah, Brawl.
But apparently, people do prefer the Project M version, which I don't think anyone cares about anymore. But I remember
Project M was making Brawl more like Melee.
Yeah, at one point, what the fuck's his name? Your friend who I room with at Fanime. What's his name?
Zach?
Molly. Yeah, like he's not my friend, but yeah, no, he's cool. I love Zach. But at one of the years he roomed with me at Fanime, he brought a whole setup to play Project M in the room. I was like, what the fuck?
It's fun, man.
Like a whole hack Wii and a TV. But so anyways, I don't care about the series, but I do have this game.
I mean, like the biggest thing was like the tripping.
Oh, so that's what it was in that night, that in your room.
Oh yeah, you saw there was a TV with all that shit in the corner.
Yes, I remember. I was like CRT, and I was like, "Who the fuck plays anything on a CRT?"
Also,
there?
I will say this about Brawl: the one thing the entire
Except-
series has been missing is something like Subspace Emissary. That was so fucking cool.
There was a lot of shit you could add to your Wiimote. I don't have it in this picture, but there was a set of Cookie Mama shit you could add to your Wiimote, and it was the worst shit ever because it basically just hindered you from playing. You could put like, oh, it's a knife now, and I could do this. And there's like a sharp thing, not sharp, not really sharp, but I have a big fork. But I actually know people who pretty much only will play Mario Kart if they have that the wheel, and I'm like, it's just a piece of plastic. You don't need the wheel. Oh, and that gun was that's a rip-off version.
Also, the online servers for that game were fucked. There's so much hacking with Mario Kart Wii.
Resident Evil 4 came with a gun to put your Wiimote in, like the handgun, like that is, and so on. But anyways,
I will say this: Resident Evil 4 for the Wii, to me, probably objectively, that is the definitive version of that game for me.
I have this.
Like that, like I played that game every single fucking time it came out for every single like platform I had.
Okay, guys.
The Wii was the best.
Have you ever seen one of these? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Cookie. Is this Cooking Mama
Shake
baby?
the baby.
Cooking baby?
It's babysitting mama.
Yeah, shake the baby.
Oh shit! Why isn't that not her kid? Doesn't she fuck?
For the record, it's not her kid.
She
She's
must.
babysitting. Yeah. But I love this. One of my favorite YouTubers ever is a guy named Call Me Kevin. He did a video where he played the game, and that's him kicking and that's the picture of him kicking the baby, and it's become its own
Jim
meme.
Pickens.
Yeah, Jim Pickens. I've seen this meme shared by other people, but like I hate kids, and they'll share this, and then I'm like, I don't think they even know it's Call Me Kevin, so I just think
Manuel,
it's
can
funny
you
that
hold up, Manuel.
Please do a DTL on Jim Pickens.
Wait,
I will.
Okay.
Actually, that's a bit of a concept for a while.
Did he get kicked the baby from South Park? Because that is a song where he's like, kick the baby, and they fucking
don't kick the baby.
My baby, I just want you to know, just shake. Oh shit! I broke the box. It was.
You probably have like 5.
Oh my god! The baby fell. The baby fell. The baby's dead. Hold on.
Man, you're just dropping babies over here.
The baby fell out the box. I thought it was like taped in, but it just fell out the box. I've never actually. You put the Wiimote in its back. I've never actually played the game. This was played, but this was.
Manuel's not ready to be a dad. Okay.
That terrifies me.
That technically was an ex-girlfriend's. Like I bought it for her because she loved the Mama series, and she did play it. And I have no idea if she liked it or not. We broke up ages ago, but yeah.
It's time to DM her. Slide in. Just like, did you like this game?
We actually do talk.
Like,
I should have asked her, but yeah, we actually do talk still. Not like that, but we do talk still.
It's okay, Manuel. Shit.
Conclusion: these are my favorite games on the system. Part 1, Samurai
Tatsunoko
Warriors 3.
versus Capcom. Oh, what?
Okay, Samurai Warriors 3. This is the only version of this game that exists in the US. They did not port over any other version. And this was the last Samurai Warriors game to get an English dub. I don't know why that is, but it's the last one to get an English dub. I know Johnny Young Bosch, the Black Ranger and the homie of mine.
We all know the guy who like voices half the male anime protagonist.
Yeah, Johnny. I played guitar on stage with him in his band one time. There's pictures of it. Anyway, he voices Yukimura Sanada, the main character there on the cover. Anyways, I love that game. Great game. I played the fuck out of it back in the day. I could not find a cover of the US version, it's the PAL version, but it's a great game. One of my favorites. Tatsunoko versus Capcom, in my opinion, it's the last good versus game in the series. I never was a huge fan of 3.
You shut the hell up.
You don't even fucking play the series.
I love the series. Fuck you. Who are you gonna tell me?
How much have you played of Ultimate 3?
Marvel, Manuel. It's Marvel.
I platinumed it for starters on PS3, but I have played. I don't like Infinite though, but
nobody loves Infinite.
Yes,
everybody
Marvel
hates
3
Infinite.
That's where it's at.
But Tatsunoko vs. Capcom's
continue.
a really good one. It has people from obviously has Battle of the Planets. What's that called? Gotcha Man. It has apparently the main guy from Hikaru Ichijo, is that his name in Japan? The pilot from Macross. The main guy from Macross, the one who's dating Minmay or whatever. He was supposed to be in the game, but thanks to fucking our friends Harmony Gold, he could not be in the game because like they own the rights.
Copyright is such a fucking wild drug.
But there's Yatterman. There's a bunch of cool characters in this one. It's a great game. Love it. It's a shame it has not been ported again, but it never will be because the rights
process.
The rights were so hard to get for this one version. It'll never happen again.
Yeah.
Rhythm Heaven Fever. I love the Rhythm Heaven series.
That's actually that's slept on. That series is like slept on.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: I mentioned Hollow Project at the top of the show. Want to do a panel on them? Hollow Project back in its main heyday was all produced by one guy named Sunku, and he actually did the music. He produced the music for all the Rhythm Heaven games. So there's Hollow Project. There's even some Hollow Project people who do some of the voices in the Japanese version, not in the US ones. The last story is the follow-up to okay,
yeah.
It was the first game by Mistwalker. That's the Hironobu Sakaguchi's company. He did this and he did Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey was on 360. And obviously this was meant to be the successor to Final Fantasy, hence Final Fantasy the last story. Yeah. It's a great game.
I respect it.
It's a great game. I don't think it's as good as some of its contemporaries, but it's good. Most people have not played it, unfortunately. It was part of the Project Rainfall, where like people like had to like force fucking what's their faces to release it. Onechanbara. It was the first game that was released in the US. That's the one about it's the budget game in Japan, but here it's like just a cheesy series about bikini-clad girls fighting zombies. And then Ju-On the Grudge. Ju-On the Grudge is a fun party game, and I've been trying to play that in a group.
Ju-On the Grudge is a party game?
Well, because it's like
I mean, it is on the Wii,
but I mean, it's the kind of game that you play and it's like you all get scared together, and it's like you probably push over the guy who got scared, and
that's honestly a really cool concept. I've never heard of a party horror game. That's so cool.
Because one of you, I think it's if I'm not mistaken, like one of you, it's kind of like the way that Wii U game was, the haunted house one in the pack-in game, Nintendo Land, where I think one of you is the ghost, and then anyways, conclusion. The Wii is the greatest console of all time, and if you don't agree, then you're an idiot. I have been reading all this, but also, this is not about the Wii U, but I've been telling everyone this. If you're smart, you will buy a Wii U now. Even now, the prices are a little stupid already. If you're smart, you'll buy a Wii U now. I'm calling it. In about 10 years, everyone's gonna be like, "Did you know the Wii?" It's gonna be like Dreamcast. It was like, "Did you know the Wii U's actually was a good?" And I think it was. I think it really was. Most people don't like it and never played it. So there's a lot of that. And there's a lot of lesser ports to the Switch. Like people are like, if you ever played New Super Mario Brothers on the Switch, that's a lesser version than the Wii U one. There's a lot of content missing.
I'm to be completely honest, I hate the entire New Super Mario Brothers series.
Well, that's another story, obviously.
Like, all that shit feels like the most easy cash grab shit ever in the world.
What are you talking about? Super Mario Bros. 3D?
No, New Super Mario Brothers.
New Super Mario Brothers. It's
when they take 2D Mario, but it's 3D, and it's ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hated that.
Mario 3D Land is better on the Switch because that one they sped up the cat, and they also added in the fucking open world game, the Bowser's New Fury, or what the fuck it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Super Saiyan Mario.
I was gonna move this to a video, but I didn't want to. Conclusion. Fuck you. We are resorting to violence.
You chose violence, Manuel.
Yeah, I chose violence today. Also, fuck Chad Warden. That was the whole thing where he's all like the PS triple. Remember that early 2006 YouTube video or whatever year that was. When he basically talked, he was claiming the PS3 is the best system, and he like fucked the Wii, fucked the 360 or whatever.
If you're trying to
Molly
get
left.
bitches, yeah.
Then Molly leave and said, "Fuck you."
Are you trying to?
I mean, the PS3 was fucking tight. I mean, the first generation PS3 was tight.
That's a fucking dildo. Like, come on.
You've missed so many drinks, but I'm gonna keep drinking after this anyway.
Wait, hold up. Wait. No, the PS3 was tight though, Manuel. Hold up. Why are you gonna talk shit about the PS3?
No, I like the PS3. I'm just talking shit about Chad Warden because he talks shit about the Wii.
The biggest issue with the PS3, that shit was expensive as fuck.
I will talk shit about the 360.
Yeah, it was.
I will talk shit about the 360 because not only was every console basically like built to be eventually like just overheat eventually. Real story. Even the ones that haven't yet, they're literally going to overheat one day. It's just a matter of time. Also, there's a lot of like there was a big push on the 360 to get a lot of Japanese only games onto the system. So there's a lot of cool. Yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of cool games like that on there, but they're some of the worst selling games in their franchises because they put them on the 360. So the Japanese market did not adopt it. You just have all these games that are lost there forever.
Isn't that what happened with what was called Blue Dragon?
Oh yes, Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon was another.
Blue Dragon.
By the way. And Blue Dragon is a great one because Blue Dragon was basically Mistwalker's answer to Dragon Quest. Also, the theme song to Blue Dragon. First of all, Nobuo Uematsu did the music for all the games for Mistwalker, but the one for Blue Dragon, the vocalist for the main theme was Ian Gillan, the vocalist for Deep Purple. But anyways, that's my decision. I'm done. I have to pour a new drink. Oh shit, that's my background. No, don't look at my background.
Titties.
She has no titties.
Yes, she does, Manuel. Just because you have small titties doesn't mean you don't have any titties.
Listen,
man, you're being.
I'm being a titty sister. Whatever.
Tittiest. He's being tittiest.
A true breast lover loves all sizes of breasts.
Except to share again, so we can look at so everyone can adore. By the way, her name is Dana. This is from East 8, the Lacrimosa of Dana.
East,
and that's the Dana from the game. You can't see it, but you see how she's facing this way? How she's like,
yeah.
The other. This is actually this is actually a two-part. This is a two-part screensaver, two-part wallpaper, and the other part is the main character Adol facing the other way. So if you look, Adol.
Oh, okay.
So if you look at my other monitor, it's the other half of this picture. This is actually a two-parter.
I see.
Yeah. So that's why she's facing one way and he's facing the other. They're like back to back. You can't tell.
I thought you were gonna say that the proportion was kind of wonky.
Oh no. But yeah,
so her titty is facing out this way to us, but her head is like.
Yeah, listen, some of those pictures are wild. Some of those pictures are like a Rubik's Cube trying to interpret what the fuck is going on.
Anyways, I'm stop sharing. But titties.
Yeah, they sure are.
Are we gonna go pee again?
Manuel says Pleiades.
Go ahead, pee, and then I'll be set up for by the time y'all get back.
All right, pee time.
Because we all know game development is just click some check boxes, VR, online multiplayer, port to Switch, wait 20 minutes and it's done. Yes.
Listen, one thing I was gonna say, Manuel.
Oh no, wait, real fast. But real fast, I wanted to talk about the Wii U because Wes said the marketing for the Wii U was bad.
It's horrible.
I like to think of myself as a gamer. I'm pretty well known and well versed in gaming stuff. I was confused if the Wii U was a new console, like when it was coming out, because even the marketing was kind of like, oh, it's upgrading the Wii, and I'm like, wait, is this just a tablet? Like you just buy the tablet and then like it works with the Wii. And then just like fucking Sega Genesis with the 32X, right? Like, so even I was confused. I was fucking confused. So
that's how you know they fucked up.
As a gamer, and imagine the normies. The normies didn't know. So yeah,
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, it was terrible marketing. The worst. Anyways, go to Pleiades.
You were saying how like the Wii start off motion control and all that. You are right. And here's the thing: whenever something starts off a big wave of other things. It's amazing at first. The problem comes when it's like it's cool at first because it's new and it's like well executed, and then as time goes on, it just becomes like fucking tired and abused. Like let's what's it called? Quick time events. That's a good example. Resident Evil 4. In Resident Evil 4, it's fucking revolutionary and it was great way to like keep you engaged, and then they put it in fucking everything.
I remember when Shenmue came out, everyone was going, the first Shenmue, everyone was all like, oh, the QuickTime events add a new layer to the cutscene. You're not just sitting there, you're actually doing something. Yeah, person A like this, like, you know, or whatever.
Like, it's cool, like, in novelty, if you don't overuse it, and then, like, when you see it over and over again.
I feel like I'm going to spill something on the baby if I don't pick the baby up.
But at the same time, it's also like, you know, if...
Shake the baby.
I guess if that's, like, if you don't have a lot of exposure to it, then yeah, you probably don't have a problem with it.
Should I not do this to the baby?
No, you're doing it. You're doing it right. You're doing it good.
Look at the baby's one little curl. Like one little curl on his head. Molly, are you like ASMRing a bag of chips or something?
No, it's a salad.
It's a salad.
By
the way, because this is part of the game, you can like change his diaper, so it's diaper like. Wait, can I get in trouble for this? I didn't put his diaper back on. I broke the diaper, guys.
Oh.
Fucking not, man.
It kind of sticks if you press really hard, but yeah, because you can change his diaper. It's one of the activities. He has like. I'm gonna use this for my thumbnail. I'm gonna put this right here.
Nice.
So don't forget it. So I'm a little buzzed.
I'm gonna use
really?
my
You
salad.
don't say.
I also like. Wait, is there cheese in that?
Yeah, it's a caprese salad.
You never had a salad with cheese in it?
No, they're marshmallows.
Molly, shut up.
That is the whitest thing I've ever heard you say.
They're marshmallow. No, but like I couldn't tell if that was just mozzarella, isn't it? But yeah, I couldn't tell if that was like cheese or like a white grape. I don't know.
A white? Do you mean
Leave me alone.
Green?
Stop looking at me like that, Molly. I'm not stupid. I'm very stupid. I want a Caesar salad. I'm really craving one right now.
Caesar salads are amazing.
Not so much with chicken, yeah, just with Caesar, just a Caesar salad.
I don't know why, but it's just like the perfect kind of salad.
I definitely have Caesar dressing, and I might have some greens. I don't have like everything the proper. I don't have no Parmesan or anything like that, like grated Parmesan at least.
Wait, I have a question.
Huh?
I'm trying to test to see if this is like a cultural, like regional thing. How familiar are y'all with buffalo chicken dip?
I've heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Is it a sandwich, like kind of like a roast beef?
No. What you do? You take a whole bunch of like chicken and like cheese and like buffalo sauce, and you put it in a slow cooker, like a crock pot, and then
nasty.
like it's like at least in like where the area I'm at, it's. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Italka. It's a dip made with buffalo chicken and cheese, pretty much. And it's like every single social gathering in like where I am, they fucking have that all the time. And I was like, is this a regional thing? I can't tell. Because it could just be a thing that's like everywhere, but like I only have like a limited, frame of reference.
Knowledge. Wait, what are you guys talking about now?
Buffalo chicken dip.
I have marshmallows in my salad.
Buffalo chicken dip? What the fuck?
They're not marshmallows, it's mozzarella.
Is there even any dressing in that? It looks very dry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sometimes just a little bit's enough.
Oh, it's like the oily. It's an oily dressing. I mean,
it's balsamic.
There you go.
Ooh, balsamic good. Balsamic slept on.
Balsamic is actually hella good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pleiades, it's your turn. Oh my, sorry. Like I'm like trying to sit, especially because I'm in the stool thingy, so I don't like lean over. This is a mistake. I should have just sat in my normal chair. This is not. I can't sit in this for 4 hours, and I'm just like my back, my old man back,
my neck, my back,
my back, lick my, and my crack.
I'll lick your crack, Warren. Come over here, Warren.
Oh dang, man, you have to eat rice out of it, bro.
Shit.
What the fuck, Warren? That's racist.
Damn it. Wait, I need to say something real quick. Damn it. Fuck. Where's this? Damn it.
Wait, how's that
I
racist?
forgot it was on my phone.
Which is gross.
That is gross, actually.
Despite the fact that, if anything, Manuel said the most racist shit, like, all night.
Did I say something racist?
Yeah, he said I eat dogs.
Wait, what did I say? I didn't say that! Warren, I didn't say that! Anyone who thinks I said that, I did not say it. I didn't cut it out. I never said that.
Yo, there is a video where it's kind of not really controversial, but there's just one dude in Texas named Charleston White, and he was talking about how Chinese people don't help black people, and then he's talking shit about, and so China Mech, which is another rapper, and he's an artist, and he was talking about how like Charleston White, that dude's fucking wacko, and then some lady decided to do a reaction video. She's just like, I guess you are what you eat, talking that he's like a dog, like a Chinese dude. I was like, wow. And everyone, and then some people down there like, yeah, you know what you're saying. I was like, no, who condones?
Oh, by the way, that was my redo, and I think that ends our redos for DTL because no one else did one. Callie did one, I did one.
You didn't tell us it was going to be a thing for like a week. I would have done it.
And not only that, but I still even after after Callie did hers, I'm like, oh, it's a floating redo, I guess, because we missed a week. So yeah, I guess everyone did do one except for Warren.
Seriously, if you would have said that it was like a thing that we were doing, like I could plan for that.
I would have done
but
one.
Like the thing is, it's like if it's floating, it's not really like an organizational thing.
But I don't want to be floating forever. And I think episode 55 is far enough removed from 50 that we should either have done it or stop.
I wasn't sure. I was like, I guess we're gonna like
I'm not gonna lie,
decide this is a thing at one point.
Yeah, technically, I would have called. I would have said even 55 is too late. But it's like I was so excited I found it. I'm like, I got to do it. This was supposed to be my first redo, and I thought it was lost. I kept thinking, I'm like, I have to go and screenshot each screen and then redo the screens. By the way, I did delete the pictures, so technically I can't ever remake the presentation. I have to find all the pictures again. But yeah,
they're not like in the. Wait, they're not embedded in the thing?
I had to like save them
Manuel
out.
personally took all of those pictures.
This does make sense. It does sound like him. It's very thorough.
That was me who filmed Arashi playing, Wii Party on a fucking ASEAN or whatever TV show that was.
On like fucking 100p, if that.
Yes.
Looks like it was recorded on a DSi.
It probably was.
We're talking about.
I didn't even mention, but the Animal Party. I don't know why Animal Party. What's Animal Party, guys? Animal Crossing for the Wii was Animal Crossing City Folk, and nobody talks about this, but that game, also the DS one, not Wild World, the 3DS one, not City Folk. What the fuck's the 3DS one called? New Leaf. In those ones, they had both those systems had microphones. The Wii technically didn't have a microphone, but when you bought Animal Crossing, it came with the microphone.
It did.
Yeah, and you could talk to your villagers in both the 3DS and in the Wii.
I remember you could whistle for them.
We could call them by name. You could be like Ruby, and if it picks up your name, okay, it's like, oh, Ruby will like run to like your if she's outside. But and I think it tells you like, oh, nobody heard or nobody, if they're not outside. But yeah, which is funny because those villagers were much smaller. Were like, and that's a good feature that would exist for the Switch, but there's no audio capabilities in the Switch. No microphone, I mean to say.
I mean, wait.
The Switch doesn't have a microphone. You could like put in your phone, all that bullshit, but it doesn't have a built-in microphone. Well, neither does the Wii.
I didn't even think about it, but like I thought for whatever second, like maybe they crammed in like some sort of like function where you could like blow into it and it would like register it, but it's just never fucking used because Nintendo does that all the time with like weird little like functionality things.
I said it before. If New Horizons came out anytime but the pandemic, everyone would hate it because that game is the most unfinished Animal Crossing that exists. Like it's half a game.
Do you understand that's all major like AAA like releases? Everything's like that.
That would be true if Nintendo had plans to keep selling DLC, but they're not going to. Like they're pretty much done. They're going to keep putting more monthly items, but they're done with that game forever. They'll keep because Pocket Camp exists, and Pocket Camp actually makes like all the mobile money or whatever.
Mobile money?
People who pay for the coins or whatever. I don't know what they call that currency in that one. They're not bells obviously because you pay for like some special real money currency. Yeah, Dogecoin, because it's a dog, just like Isabel. By the way, Isabel's a dog. That's not me calling her a dog.
Why did you have to? We all know Isabel's a dog. Fuck you talking
Well, because you don't know who Isabel is. But I don't think anyone doesn't know who Isabel is today.
But you would,
to be honest, I actually do not know who she is. But I figured that she was a dog.
She's the blonde dog.
That one.
What species is she? Somebody probably knows what species she is. By the way, Ruby's my favorite villager. She's an albino bunny. And yeah.
Wait, why does she have to be a white? What's an albino bunny? Is that just white? Isn't that just a white bunny?
My favorite,
she's specifically has red eyes.
My favorite is Lucky.
Oh,
He's a dog, and he's covered in bandages. He's a mummy dog.
He's a mummy dog. He's a dead dog.
Well, there's discussion on whether or not he's dead.
And there's a mummy cat
Are we
too.
all?
What's her name? Anka?
No,
or
she's not a mummy. She's like a.
Just a little bit.
She's like Cleopatra, but.
Oh. Well, close
Coming
enough.
at
She's not dead yet.
This guy said close enough. This guy right here.
He's not racist.
What kind of bullshit is that? He's like close enough. You're not a you're Cleopatra. You're close enough to be a mummy. Fuck it. You're dead.
Well, she's dead now.
I mean, you just give it like what, a couple years, if that.
Oh, look
Is
at
this
the
about
cute
Sonic?
little.
It's a hedgehog.
What are you talking
I remember. Have you ever seen a hedgehog in real life?
Yes.
They're really
they're scary as
small.
They are.
Yeah,
They are very small.
They're like little. They're like
Well,
almost
actually,
like
I guess they
hamster.
get to be like
I don't know,
this
they
big.
scare
They're not.
me.
They're small. They're bigger than hamsters.
They're like guinea piggish. Is a better way to describe
Yeah.
it, I guess.
Kind of,
Like-
yeah. The funny thing. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, there's a hamster. There probably is a hamster cafe too. But there's a hedgehog cafe in Akihabara. Or at least there was one of the times we went. And there was somebody.
last time I was there.
Yeah, there was somebody advertising it like on the floor level, and she had a baby hedgehog with her, just in her hands. And I'm like, whatever, runs, you're in the street. But she was just holding a baby hedgehog, and we're like, oh my god, it's Sonic. I think I posted a picture like, gotta go fast, like petting the hedgehog or whatever.
I want to pet hedgehogs so bad, but they're not legal in California.
No.
So, on that note,
Wait, why not?
Oh wait, let me start.
It's become an invasive species.
Yeah,
It's,
3, 2, 1, start. Go
All
ahead.
Sonic's fault.
So interestingly enough, California and also Pennsylvania, both states that they made it illegal to have hedgehogs as pets.
What about ferrets?
No, you can have a ferret in Pennsylvania.
You can't have a ferret in California or a gerbil.
A gerbil?
What?
Yeah, I don't know why you can have hamsters.
Like they're how far removed are they? But on that note, it's a good ass question. Like why? It's like they're rodents. If you can take care of them, why not? There's a lot of things that go into it.
Hedgehogs are not rodents.
No, they're not.
What do you classify them as?
I don't know. Let's
They're
see.
mammals, but they're not rodents.
What is a hedgehog?
I mean, I just do it.
Are...
I just kind of think about it in terms of like just size and like how it looks. Because I mean, legitimately, they basically just fit in your palm. Well, I mean, sizes vary, of course, but
It just says a spiny mammal and something I can't
They're
pronounce.
spiny mammals. I know that because rodents all have the poopy cheeks.
The poopy
Well, they don't all
cheeks?
they don't all have. Sorry, they don't all have the poopy cheeks, but they have teeth that grow forever. I think like that's what.
And
part of being a
apparently-
rodent is. There's like, but they're
they
not
have the
rodents.
thing where they can store like food
I
in
was
their
surprised.
cheeks.
Not all rodents do, because I forgot
Okay.
about mice and rats and
Mm.
wombats.
Apparently porcupines are rodents. I didn't know that.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
see,
but
then I
was
wouldn't have been
surprised
far
too,
off.
'cause I always thought hedgehogs were rodents for a really long time. I was
Yeah,
surprised they weren't one.
hedgehogs aren't rodents. Neither are echidnas, by the way. But porcupines are apparently rodents.
Well, so are friggin' capybara.
They're rodent. They're fucking huge.
Also, their shit tastes good as coffee, apparently. But on the note,
Yeah.
why? It's like, how is this person holding the fucking hedgehog in this hand, right? Or her hand, or their hand? Who knows, right? Hedgehogs actually only ever, well, from what I've heard, from what I've understood, it's kind of like a fear response. It's like a self-defense mechanism where like the quills will become like, upright. And
Yeah, but even then, you can hold them.
Yeah.
It's not like porcupines where they really pierce the skin. Like, if you're just gently holding a hedgehog, you would actually have to, like, put pressure on the hedgehog for it to hurt, because the quills don't come out. Well, because they don't come out. Like, the spines don't come out. They're part of their body. Like, it's not like porcupines where they can release them,
Yeah, they don't like shoot it out.
But I've had friends that have had hedgehogs. I went to a zoo camp where there were hedgehogs. Like, you can hold a hedgehog without gloves, even if it's rolled into a ball. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to, like, squeeze it.
And by the way, this picture that Pleiades is showing is pretty much what that girl on the street was like advertising for like the cafe. Like she had no sign.
Aw.
She was just outside. Well, she's in a uniform, but she was like outside with this little hedgehog in her hand. She's like, "Want to go upstairs to the hedgehog cafe?"
You always have to make sure to wash your hands after handling them, though, because their paws have like really bad bacteria on them.
Oh,
On that
they
note-
step and poop. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
On
I
that
mean, you
note-
should wash your hands after holding any
Any
animal.
animal.
Yeah.
Like
Like if you go to petting
particularly,
zoo.
particularly hedgehogs.
Yeah, I mean they're difficult to take care of. They're
Soldier.
as from what I've heard, they can be if you don't have like a veterinarian around you who is like well versed. And honestly, like even in the wild,
Sorry, I missed it. This is 20 seconds ago.
Honestly, even in the wild, there's kind of like weird catch-22. It's actually called the Hedgehog's Dilemma, right? Where it's like the whole thing is akin to it's an animal where like self-defense mechanism is like, okay, I'm spiky, right? Even though I'm like I look fucking adorable as hell. But like if you have to like if you're in the wild and the best way of surviving a winter, cold ass winter, is to like huddle up. I mean, like then you have like your body's made of like quills. And you need to get together to fucking actually like live. But the closer you get together, you fucking just hurt each other.
I don't know if he's right, but I'm gonna ask too, because clearly this is a lead into something that's not about hedgehogs. Mr. Chaku's asking, is this actually about Eva?
What are you talking about?
It's gonna be about Eva. Yeah, you called it, Mr. Chaku. Because this is clearly not a presentation about hedgehogs. You're gonna like talk about hedgehogs for 15 minutes, and you're gonna like sideswipe us like halfway in. I'm calling it. Anyways, it's about Eva, isn't it?
Oh, we mean Eva?
He's upset.
So listen.
It is. See, it is. Ozzy, you were right. Oh wait,
I experienced something.
Is that Dragon Ball?
Yes. I just needed something to illustrate how I feel. So, for the first time in like what I thought it was like never gonna come, I sat down and actually watched the fucking Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 movie, which I thought would never come out. I had it on the same like Ghostware media tier as like Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts
3. What happened to the sound?
Pleiades, you muted yourself again.
Yeah, you disappeared. Wait, Pleiades, your sound. When you said Kingdom Hearts, that was the last thing you heard, and I thought you weren't talking.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Duke Nukem Forever, those kinds of tiers of like this medium has been a Netflix cowboy live action series, things that you constantly hear. Yes, Mystery Otaku, good. Psychonauts 2, also a perfect example. It's like
what you specifically wanted a Netflix cowboy live action series.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
but it was something that I kept hearing about, and at the point I was just like, this will never happen. It's been in hiatus too many fucking times that like there's just no way nobody can follow through on this. And even if they
Chicken Run 2,
Chicken Run 2,
Pokemon Snap 2, finally came out, but it took 20 years.
This is what I mean. This is
random. Real fast, I want to mention this. I thought that Nyaru, who's co-host on UPZ Ultra Podcast Z, I thought Nyaru had been playing 1,000 hours with the Pokemon Snap. So when we were on the podcast one day, I'm like, Nyaru, how are you playing 1,000 hours on Pokemon Snap? And she's like, what do you mean? Like, it says you have 1,000 hours on there. And she's like, oh, and it turned out she had left the Switch on for like over a week.
That's like me with Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have a couple games
I
like
thought
that on
that
Steam.
was hilarious. We were live when that happened too, and she turned it off.
And Hollow Knight. And Hollow Knight for me as well. And Celeste.
Well, I think both of those you have well over 100 hours in those, probably because like you said, fall asleep.
And the we're not going to talk about how long people have been playing video games, okay?
And here's the thing.
Fucking 80,000 hours, Warren. Shut up.
And here's the thing. It's like, so you wait forever. And like 20 plus years. And you think like, this will never happen. And then like when you finally like hear it's coming out next week, you're like, damn, after all that time? Wait.
Oh, drink.
What? Really? Are we doing this? Is this actually happening? I thought I was gonna die before this happened. Or it would be the apocalypse.
Fly me to the moon and let me play. To the song that
I gotta
apparently
tell
they can't afford to ever get back. Anyways.
The thing is like, I'm watching this and I'm sitting down and I'm seeing things and I just think,
what is this picture?
Yeah.
It's a hedgehog. He wants to squeeze
I'm thinking, I don't know what I expected. This was not it.
Is this from the show?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yeah.
That's from the movie. That's like the end. Oh, sorry.
That's not the end. This is even like
pretty close to the end.
I'm being obfuscatory as shit. I am not. This is not a spoiler intensive coverage of like the last movie.
Fast, I'm just curious. Are all three of them? Oh, is there 4? Are all the movies, however many there are, on Amazon Prime, or just the Lou one?
I don't know. I know the last one absolutely is.
I'm sure Mr. Tucker knows. If you know, answer me.
Are they the same characters in each of the movies as in the show?
I'm not gonna spoil that.
Well, I mean, I haven't even watched the show. I don't really care.
It's okay.
Over what's
Sure.
his face?
Sure,
Doesn't
yes.
matter.
Everybody's kind of the same.
It might not be. But
I'm
just gonna look it up.
They're similar.
It's okay,
Molly's
Molly.
gonna be gone for like a week.
Molly, did you want me to? I mean,
but the reason
I have a lot to say about this series. But
watch and find out. They are. Yeah, apparently, to answer my
No,
own
they're not.
question.
You
Apparently,
can,
all the movies are on Amazon Prime.
Oh, cool. Thanks. There's the thing. It's like
go watch the third one. You would be mad.
So
I was fucking angry.
You watch all of them. But here's the thing. So I'm watching this. Don't know what the fuck I expected. But honestly, if I hadn't hit a scene where I said audibly, "What the fuck," I would have been disappointed. That's for sure. Here's the thing. I mentioned watching this just because it was like kind of like I have to fulfill on this because it's been so long. I have to watch it. I watched the original series, everything. So it's like you got to follow through, right? Like, how can you not at least see it through the end, even if you're like, oh, these things are shitty, all that.
That's how I feel about Supernatural.
That's how I felt about Naruto in its initial run. I was like, I tuned out like for the last arc. I'm like, but I need to see the rest of it. I need to see how it ends.
I still haven't finished Supernatural, but I will.
Yeah.
Carry on to something wayward. I lost that.
Carry on, my wayward son.
There you go. I
forgot
can't remember the lyric. I literally forgot the word "my." When I was
And it's just like it's and that's not even like exclusive to it, but like it's the whole Evangelion thing of like you see just weird ass shit, and you have so many questions. Like.
Make it cool. PlayStation controllers. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, the fuck?
What the like? I had to stop and take a picture. Incidentally, I have to use my phone to take pictures of my monitor while this is playing because the DMCA is real good with Amazon Prime, and if you try to do a screen capture, it like blocks out the entire thing.
Well, technically, we can watch this live if everyone has Prime, can't we? On Twitch,
possibly, yeah. But here's
a watch party.
All this detail. Multiple controllers, all that wild stuff in here. What is it about Evangelion? I can't explain this goddamn image. I can't explain the two robots in a goddamn like middle of a room. Somebody actually like on my time, I posted this picture and I was like, I don't know what I expected. Somebody commented like, what is going on right here? I could understand end of Evangelion. I can't understand this. What's happening? Like, I am not on near enough Rebel Yell whiskey and Adderall to be able to explain
Rebel
this.
Yell whiskey? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that like a what's his name? Is that a Billy Idol whiskey? Hold on.
No, well, it might be. I'm not sure, but I still felt indebted. Like I am invested. 20+ years. Didn't even like the middle two Rebo movies, but I gotta see it through.
Oh, it's way before fucking Billy Idol.
And then I mentioned this in the Discord. And then Manuel,
we're on the same page.
In classic fashion, is like Evangelion is the most overrated anime ever.
Just really fast because we're gonna talk about this on the UPZ, so I don't want to like spoil it all, and I don't want to take away from today's presentation. I saw Evangelion when it was still like new. Like literally, I went to this comic shop and they were watching like a fan sub tape that somebody had taped on like TV in Hawaii, like in the 90s. When I was really young, some of the first anime, I'm like, oh, things are blowing up. And then when I finally got the time to watch the actual like episodes like on tape, I was like, this show's kind of boring.
How
and
old were you?
I was like 16. That was always my take on it. That was always my take on it. That it's not that it's bad. By the way, it's not that it's bad. It really is not bad. But I feel like it's overrated. And it's not like Akira, where everyone, well, nobody has Akira now, but like everyone loved Akira back then, and that was a good movie.
Everybody loves Akira still.
But Evangelion, I always thought, I was like, why does everyone like this? It's okay.
So on that note, thank you, Manuel, because that perfectly leads me into this topic. Yeah, that's a good ass question. Why? Why is it this is the thing that people get obsessed about? This is the thing with like infinite analysis videos everywhere where you can like
the elevator scene. That was literally just them filling up time because they didn't have animation budget. Yeah, but somebody's like,
allegedly,
that's actually deep
allegedly.
Thought. Like, no,
that's one of those. No,
it's not even allegedly. They literally, it was dead air because they didn't have the budget to film more scenes, so they just had a scene when there was silence.
No, it's not.
But now
here's the
people
thing.
are doing videos about it. People are doing videos.
It was for a hot minute.
No.
Not
Here's the
gonna lie.
thing. That's you know what? That's a good example. That's a good example because again, that goes completely in the face of everything that anime is. Evangelion, in the weirdest way, like the fascination of it, how it like captured people's attention, is in large part because of what it did that doesn't jive with like just accessible media.
Oh,
they
by the way,
include the awkward shit. They include like the uncomfortable silences.
Like Michael Jackson in his performance at Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Molly.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you had that there. That anticipation. Oh, absolutely.
I was actually hoping Molly wouldn't bring that up again.
Molly said that, and I was like, "Yo, we got the call back. Let's go."
God damn it, Molly! Shut up.
Wait, Manuel, are we gonna have to be on UPZ?
I know. We're gonna argue. Well, there's some animes I want to argue about too, but Evangelion is the obvious one because I just don't.
That's my obvious one.
I don't think Yara likes it either, by the way. So it'll be a fun episode to tune into.
I agree.
I thought it was right.
Oh, and you would show the scene, fucking bastard!
No, hold on. Just for illustration. There's a scene in Evangelion where two characters who obviously do not like each other are forced to ride an elevator, and they don't force conversation. It's just you just hear the whir of the elevator moving. One character sneezes, and it's an awkward silence. And that is not something you get from media regularly. It's like, why, if this isn't like, I'm trying to avoid stuff like that in real life, right? Like that's kind of like you don't want to be in an awkward situation like that. But if for me watching this moment as an anime, I'm like, I am like enthralled, even though I like don't like enjoy it. Like it's a weird sense. It's a weird sensation. And the thing is this is my take on this. Evangelion is kind of like, for me, what is like and again, not a perfect anime, not the like War and Peace of anime, all that. I agree with you, Manuel. A lot of people do hype it up, but I will say it is good. It is good to me. Like it's at least decent. The reason is decent.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not decent. By the way.
Okay.
Like, I can watch it, and I don't regret the time I spent on it. That's what I meant.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm just like it's nowhere near my top.
That's what I was saying too. It's like it's alright. Like I mean, based off the first season, like this is what I said. Some people just like to think a lot and all this shit, and then all of a sudden they're like, "It's great," and I watch it like, if I didn't know this prior to when people just like just think about it, just think about it. If I watch it just straight raw, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching, dog? Like,
there's a lot of wild.
That's my only thing.
There's a lot of wild shit.
It's just, I think it's people's nostalgia. That's it. But it's like it's not bad. Like when they added on some more other shit, I was like, oh, okay, I understand a little bit more. But the first watch through, I was like, Leslie, what the fuck am I watching? Right. Like for real? Like why?
And that's the thing. That's kind of what I feel about Evangelion. It's like it's a show that really doesn't give a fuck about spoon feeding you entertainment. It's like it does its own thing, and then like now you just got to deal with it. Like possibly, there is no more canonical like yaoi pairing than Shinji and Kaoru. Like that's just a thing. Like come on, like it is almost like for me, like this is like the truest shit. Borderline, like the only rival might be like Naruto and Sasuke, where it's like people like ship characters together and like, oh, just because they're dudes and they get along, they're friends. Like, oh, what if they fuck? Like, no. These two absolutely would like fuck or something.
This is a really late time for me to ask you this, Pleiades. It's not related to the presentation. Like, are you recording?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, that's all.
Dead ass. Actually, I was actually mad about Kawaru being in this fucking series and how they just Leslie's like, he's only there for one episode, and I was like, I have no attachment to this motherfucker, so why do I give a fuck? This is the other thing where I was just like, I can't believe they did this shit.
And that's the thing. So it's weird. There's things that like you don't run into constantly. But the thing is, you see it all through
if
like
to convey a story. You want to do the best that you can. This seems like a little bit of some bullshit sometimes. Where I'm just like,
You're right. And here's the thing: I would say that scene when Kaoru dies. Spoiler warning for like a fucking the original anime that came out 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Not for like the new movie. The spoilers for like the original series and end of Evangelion. Oh yeah. But like nothing. But like I'm not spoiling like 3.0 versus 1.0, all that. But like the entire whole series has always been the appeal. Is like you have the way you experience everything is through Shinji, and Shinji's supposed to be like everything else is like super robot, fucking Shimon getting in the giant robot, fucking break limits, amazing godlike power. But like Shinji's like, what if you're just like a kid and you're middle school? I don't know about y'all, but if I was like me in middle school in a robot, I would be fucking stressed. I would be absolutely like.
Yeah, I got that. I got that part. I would be like, nah, man, this is crazy. Why have to save the world, bruh? Like, I haven't even fucked yet.
Exactly. and mine, again, it's one of those things where it's like it's uncomfortable, right? Like, cause you're like, this dude has a shitty dad. He gets shit on by like everybody.
Fucking sorry.
Exactly.
I hate that dude. Yeah, he was a pretty shitty father.
He was. He is. And so then you're like, also, like, so like this kid runs away from shit. It's like, oh, hey, Shinji, get in the robot. He's like, no, I don't want to. And then like, he runs into the scenario where it's like, okay, fine, we're gonna get this girl who's like fucked up to hell and back, like borderline dying to ride the robot then because you're being a pussy. And he's like, God damn it, I guess I'll get in the robot. And it sucks anyway, and it's awful. And again, all of this is uncomfortable.
Drink.
Yep.
And congrats, Molly. Molly won the popular vote.
Yay, Molly.
Yeah, over me. And wait, I don't think anyone even voted. What the hell? No one voted for Warren. I feel like I should have voted for Warren now. Oops. Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
yeah.
It's okay. No one got to vote for me.
Votes don't matter. Just like the recall election for California. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Go Pleiades.
Vote Kevin Paffrath. So
just kidding. Keep going.
What is it about Evangelion that like resonates and everything? I think it's because those uncomfortable feelings that are shown in Evangelion are uncomfortable feelings that we already run into. It's things where it's like we already like, so like when we see it on the screen, now it's fucked. And the reason why maybe a lot of people like really attach it is because it's like they feel like maybe they're on a treadmill. Like they can't really like advance. It feels like they're stuck. They don't know what's going on. And so like they just wind up scorning everything around them instead of taking like accountability. The reason I bring this up is because it's a consistent like thing in our modern day where like a lot of people like wind up there's a lot of like grifters kind of who like act like, oh, listen, you're depressed and you're not happy with how your life is going. So hey, this is what you have to do with blah 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 blah. Pay $500 for my course, that kind of thing. Because people are like trying to find a way to get out of the rut they're in. And this has been a consistent thing. Consistent on the level of a lot of people who wind up kind of in like sequestering themselves in like a safe space where it's like they're kind of like, okay, I'll go online and I'll dick around in like these communities and everything, meme and shit, all that. The best example I could have back in the day was like, cool, so like I could be productive, but probably just gonna be shit posting on like 4chan on A or something like that. And why is that? Because you get to stay in some sort of like safe little womb where like you don't actually have to like face potential disappointment, any like struggle or anything like that. Because honestly, a lot of people, when they get to that point, they don't believe they can even get out of it. They don't know how the fuck to get out of the situation they're in. And the thing is, life is suffering. If you want to move forward at all, God damn it. Hold up.
What happened?
Shot.
Life is so. It's Sean. I forgot. I remembered that just right when you said.
Wesley just wait, we owe one? Because Wesley just redeemed one.
No, it was during my presentation too, and I we do it later. Fuck, hold on, let me get a soda. Fuck, hold on. It was during my presentation, but like I don't know if I mentioned this to everyone, but I did mention to Pleiades. When you were in the bathroom, I poured my first drink out, and it was into a cup that had a hole in it, so it just spilled everywhere, and I was so annoyed.
Why do you have a cup with a hole?
Yeah, that sounds like a manual thing.
Planting? Are you using it to plant things? And then it's like a self-watering pitcher.
I bought a pack of cups from Walmart from the Hefty brand, and like half of them are slashed. And I'm like, should I take these back? But
yes.
At first I was throwing them away, but now I have like about 5 that are like that I just keep. I'm like, I'm gonna take them back. I'm gonna return them, and like, and I've returned them. Like, can I get another bag that's not like Freddy Krueger didn't get at it? You know.
All right, hold up. I'm taking this one. God damn it! All right.
Hold on. I'll take one. I'll take the other right after. Fucking hell! My nail is like kind of broken, and I can't open cans right now. Okay, there it goes. Right. To Shinji. No, that's the Shinji. He's
you know
weird.
What? No, yeah.
Shinji,
I'm gonna say the Shinji.
To Shinji.
Oh God.
There was a hair on that. What? Are you allowed to drink your own hair? Hold on.
Maybe.
There was a hair on that. Who is
loud?
Is this my hair? Okay, I'm holding it for sorry.
If it's not your hair, I feel like that'd be kind of scary.
Okay, pour another one. This is part 2. To
Misato, who is actually the best girl.
To Misato? Oh, Misato. I forget who she is. I'm like, that's not Asuka, who's not the best girl, but she's only. I can't remember the other girl's name. Ray. There you go.
They're both of age.
Okay, there was no hair in that one. That one went down too easy.
Oh God.
Okay. Get in the robot, Shinji.
Get in the robot. You have no choice. Shinji's like, okay, whether I get in the robot, if I get in the robot, I fucking hate it. It sucks. If I don't get in the robot, this girl has to get into it who's almost dead, and then that sucks too. It doesn't matter what you do. It's suffering regardless. So what do?
Kill the girl.
Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck, and kind of like, if after you like make peace with the fact that like it's gonna suck no matter what, okay, well shit, I gotta power through this, I guess, or that's my only answer. But like say, oh man, you get distracted, right? It's like this sucks. I want something to make myself feel better, and then what? Motherfuckers be like spending shit on just like pure dopamine drips.
What the fuck is happening here?
Exactly. Listen. And you think like, oh, is this a stretch? Not really. Because what else was in the series that is like completely... Oh, wait, hold up. I need to make sure I get the right picture on this.
Is everyone reading this about like anime girls taking a shit on things? What?
Yeah, dog. What do you think happens with a lot of like weebs with their first paycheck?
They buy pictures of anime girls taking a shit. Is that?
No, you buy figures of anime girls taking a shit. Pay attention.
Is that what Faye Valentine's doing here? She's actually not sitting. She's taking a shit.
It's not. But the thing is, it's like, yo, being an anime, again, an escapist medium that makes it very easy to avoid your problems and just go ahead and skirt around the uncomfortable shit. Where else did we find this? Fucking Me, where there's an actual frame within the goddamn music video, which incidentally, that entire short was funded thanks to Dekiano's fucking studio. There's this thing where Evangelion, the entire rebuild series, is like, it's new, it's shinier, it feels stupid in terms of like maybe like how a lot of people shit on Marvel movies, where it's like a roller coaster. It's not a real movie. It's how a lot of the rebuild movies have felt. Maybe it's on purpose. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. But thing is, you can't do that if you're actually trying to get ahead in life. If you're trying to fix the shit that's wrong with you, you have to embrace the suck. You have to go head forward into the uncomfortable things. Is the biggest issue. So, okay, so what do you do with all that thing? It's like Shinji has been fucking up his entire life. He's too weak to like, he's too scared of disappointment and like rejection to even try doing anything. And that's a thing that's very relatable. People will be afraid of fear, of like failure, of success, of life, of anything. The fact that anything could change is a terrifying concept. for a lot of people. And what is the consistent thing in Evangelion with Shinji? Anytime he had to make a change, it's like dragging nails on a chalkboard. People have to like be borderline dying, or the world has to be on the precipice of Armageddon for him to do anything. And that's also why people fucking hate Shinji, because he's not an active character. He's not actively doing shit. He's not out there trying to be the best like no one ever was. So then you're like, okay. So then you have to like actually do stuff or whatever, like get out of your role, like actually do all that. And the thing is, it's like, that's kind of what life is. It's a long series of uncomfortable moments.
Drink.
Right?
That's so
the
sad.
relationships you have, they're not all perfect. And this is a little bit of a pessimistic take on this. And it's also like very reductive in terms of like your partner and all that. But what it does illustrate is the fact that like you're going to run into issues no matter what circumstance you're in. There's no ideal like storybook ending anime thing where it's like you get like the fucking blonde transfer student and they're actually a princess. You turn out to be the chosen one and bullshit. Like no. That does not happen. Your life is a constant series of obstacles, and that's fine. That's how it's always been. You will be okay. And throughout Evangelion, fucked up shit happens. Shinji keeps having to get pressed, has to like hit a wall, horrible things happen to him, and he lives. And he lives. And ultimately, sometimes that's all you can really have. You say, oh, all these bad things are happening to me. Yeah, that's life. That's the whole like Sisyphean like rolling the rock up the hill thing. Okay, that's fine. But like the idea of it seems like such a huge obstacle. And I'm like, okay. No. Here's the thing, Mr. Otaku.
Yeah,
So Mr. Otaku says, I think Pleiades is overlooking that the endings of Eva are generally more horrible. Here's the thing. A lot of people would argue with that interpretation. Some people are like, oh, they're suppressing. I'm actually agreeing with your take, Mystery. I do also believe that it's more hopeful than anything. Because again, why? Because Shinji he's still there at the end of everything. He's still there. He's still living. And what more can you really ask for if you're born into a world where your dad is a massive asshole and your mom gets made into a giant fucking robot that's like borderline an eldritch abomination, and then you again wind up in moments where like this like how
does that happen?
You gotta watch and find out. But I will say this moment here, I was constantly theorizing what because like the trailers for this movie came out and I was like, who the fuck is in the other robot? Because one of them is Shinji. I don't know who's in the other one. It made perfect sense in this. But also in true Evangelion fashion.
You watched it, no?
Oh yeah, I watched it. I know, but I don't want to spoil it for everybody else.
I saw this picture you posted.
Yeah, if I don't get to sleep, hey, y'all won't get to sleep either.
Drink.
Evangelion is specifically, strangely enough, and this is my take on it, popular because it's uncomfortable, because it forces you to experience shit in like a relatable way of like things that you might naturally in your normal life avoid because you're constantly assaulted with them. Like your life is filled, like people's lives are filled with enough fuck shit and enough uncomfortable moments and enough obstacles and disappointment and all that and like just things going wrong. That anime is typically like a lot of times for a lot of people, it's like I want something where it's like, okay, there's obstacles and there's problems, but like things work out and you have a triumphant sense, right? And then for a lot of times, depending on the series, makes me feel like, okay, cool. I get the juice, so like motivation to go out, pop up, and like go ahead and everything and like succeed. Two things can be true. Two things. Oh fuck. But I'm gonna go ahead and like wrap it up real fucking quick. The biggest thing that I gotta say is like there are things here where it's like Shinji's like, oh man, I'm riding the robot and I'm trying being nice to people and everything, and it's like I should get something as a reward. No, that's not how life works. Like, wait, life sucks, and there's assholes and there's disappointment and everything, so I don't even get a reward for like being decent. No, you don't. That's the bare minimum. And if you feel like that's like extenuating circumstances, that's the problem. This is like I wish I could like get this chart and just like put it like as a bulletin board for everybody.
There's way too much text there. Pleiades, you to give me.
Oh no, I got it. So like, dude is asking like this entire comic series is like trying to figure out how to get out of his rut, and somebody giving him like abject, like very real advice. Here's the thing. Dude feels like he should be rewarded for being nice. Here's the thing. The entire, and I'll just go ahead and quote him. The entire time, this is the voice saying it, that he thought, you know, everyone was making their life suck. No, they were doing the exact same thing right back, because if you just react to like, oh, this isn't fair, blah, 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 and then you like brush people off, guess what? You're just contributing to the problem. It's just being self-centered. If this person, while they thought, oh, they're just being a decent, non-sucky person, no, they were sucking just as hard as everybody else. They thought, oh, they were getting even with jerks by being kind of a jerk. No, on the outside, how it looks like is them being a colossal fucking asshole, because they're not considering that like other people might be just irritated by having a bad day or this and that, and you're just again pissing in an ocean of piss. Oh wait, I was trying hard to be a nice guy. So what that means is you're not sucking. It shouldn't be an accomplishment to be like, oh, you're nice to people.
This guy is such a douche. Both douches. Oh my god. Okay.
They are. That's very often how it happens. Like, oh, this guy announced. What are you doing? Look in the mirror. Examine yourself.
Pleiades
Think
is an
about
asshole
that.
confirmed.
I absolutely admit that. That's why I try really hard to not be an asshole.
Well, anyways,
it doesn't work. But ultimately, here's the thing. It forces you to look at the shit that you don't want to look at. And like, despite the fact that there's so much random fucking shit in Evangelion that makes no goddamn sense. Just like esoteric ass things where like things are just mentioned and they were never built up and there's no explanation, and you have to play like the PS2 game and this and that info book to explain what the seed of life and the seed of knowledge of. You know what? I understand completely if that is what turns you off to the series, and I agree that it's bullshit and completely just artificial like complication.
That is exactly why I was like, why do I have to go through the whole entire thing when storytelling is not so convoluted, a whole bunch of jargon's thrown at me, and I'm just like, if you're trying to storytell, why did you do this in the storytelling? You could have just explained to me. And I've been like, all right, cool.
It feels like they're like like when you make shit complicated like that, it's like you're intentionally trying to make it harder for the audience to follow along, which is the dumbest thing you could do, logistically speaking, because like you want people to watch your story. You want people like to experience the shit you made.
I also heard that the dude straight up fucking didn't give a fuck and just made trash. So then people just fucking loved it.
Sometimes that is that. Sometimes there is that. Sometimes there's rumors that in the original End of Evangelion cut, there's like a scene where it's like everything like changes to like real life, and like somebody and there's a clip of somebody in a theater watching Evangelion, and like they throw up their middle finger. There's no confirmation of this, but lore goes that it was actually Hideki Anno sticking up the bird, and he included that in the movie, and like. I know. It's completely improbable, but I love the thought of it. And honestly, I would be disappointed if I watched an Evangelion like climax and Anno didn't give me the finger.
Oh, Callie's in the chat.
Cheers. And the thing is like, yo, I would suggest anybody who is into the series, watch the original series. Yeah, honestly, go watch the rebuild series. But watch them all in a row. Make sure, because the thing is, it's like you can't just leave this undone. I'm not saying that it's perfect. I'm not saying that it is a conclusive ending and everything. And I'm not going to validate any theories that anybody might have. Callie, thank you. Timer-chan should be here. Unfortunately, she's not. But
for some reason, no one thought about, including myself, no one thought about it until we went live. And it's
stupid.
like, yeah.
We're fucking stupid. It's a thing, right?
Technically, I could have put it behind me, but then I'd have to move out the way or something as my background.
If you watch this movie and you're a fan of Evangelion, you will be rewarded. There's just very fun scenes here and there.
Neon, they said it.
Sometimes watching something that is weird and uncomfortable actually forces you to look at shit that you normally try to avoid. And for me, that's kind of like the charm to Evangelion. There's a whole bunch of esoteric bullshit and terminology where it gets the only term I can have for it is anime. It's just anime as fuck whenever it's just weird big ass English words that have no explanation. They've never been expositioned before. But you're I'm intrigued. No. If you're in a story, that breaks up the flow of the story. But honestly, if you can get over that and just kind of be whatever, that's whatever. I'm just gonna go to the story beats. It's solid, honestly. But yeah, and that's all I have.
Okay, we'll say I think we should wrap it up there anyway. Yeah. Perfect timing because it's 40 minutes. But we trailed off on some other shit for a while there in the middle. But that was interesting. I plan to watch them eventually. Maybe not tonight. I still need to watch Fear Street, and I've been talking about that for months. I have not watched it. I
think I watched a summary of somebody describing what happened in it.
Don't say anything. But I dug up all my Fear Street books because I had a bunch of those in storage, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Manuel, I'll tell you what happens. Right, Manuel?
You son of a bitch. It's funny because I'm watching.
A lot of people die.
Warren, shut up. But I'm technically watching it on Warren.
A lot of people die.
So if anyone has a right to spoil it, it's him, but still don't. I'll beat your ass.
Also, I will just say this. Some things never fucking change.
I need to pee. But let's wrap this up before I pee. I'll pee after we're not live anymore.
Well, we're not live no more.
Oh, shit. No, we're not. But hold on. We need to get ready
for yes, we are.
No, we're still live.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, get the baby thing off so we can... Oh, Molly got up and left.
What are you talking about, the baby thing?
The baby.
Look to the right.
Well, here's another baby. Looks like an ass. I know. Was it you, Sherry?
What do you mean looks like an ass?
I said it is an ass. Anyways, look at this baby. It's a cookie mama baby. Gonna eat the camera. Eat the camera.
Eat the camera.
Does that one cry too?
Thank God this one doesn't cry. Well, cries in the game. This thing's not electronic.
On my own.
This is like the controller I mentioned, where it's literally just a hunk of whatever. Like you don't even need this to play the game. You can just like cuddle your Wiimote and just go like this.
You mean?
But anyways, wait. Are you gonna leave the ass on there? Take the ass off.
All right, fine. If you want to get honestly, this would probably get more clicks. See, you're thinking about it.
Hey, pose with it. Here's the baby.
With the ass?
Just leave the ass.
Dang.
Well, full screen. Okay, at least full screen it if you're gonna leave the ass there, because you have like the top window border.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, at least full screen it if we're gonna leave the ass there.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Oh, it's kind of funny because I have the baby in my hand. Okay, Warren, pose. Molly, pose. Let's do this.
Let me find some. Hold up. Give me a sec.
You gonna pick up your laundry, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, I'll pick up my laundry, sure.
No, just fucking... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, it's that figure that Leslie picked up. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you in a second. 3, 2, 1. Sounds good. There was a part before we were live one day when Leslie was sitting in your chair. Obviously, when she was there, whenever that was, and she's all like, "Look at these like naked figures Warren has it." Or she would say something like that, not calling them naked, and she picked that one up. And that was the one I
they're
asked you later on.
They're just on the underwears.
Well, now Leslie's here, can probably hear me again. There was she was talking about how there was like nippies showing on one of them, and when you showed up, I was like, Warren, she said there was nippies on your computer. So yeah, there's no nippies on that girl. Well, there's probably nippies. Anyways.
No, there aren't at all.
Most women do.
Well, I was gonna say most women do have nippies.
Not all.
But most humans, most mammals have nipples.
Men don't. I mean, just some guys just like what?
No,
Men
well,
have
most
nipples.
mammals
Are you
have
fucking
nipples.
stupid?
What is this? I like the ending. Blah blah blah. Posture check. Blah blah blah. No posture. Check. I am not sitting up. My back is. Oh, I packed my back. I can't because there's no back to my chair. I'm like sitting in a stool.
Also, I just like as like a nice little like end note to all this. I actually watched the last movie last night. Wait, what time is it? Oh, 12. Okay. It was Thursday night. No. It was early Friday morning. Because I couldn't be on FAT because I was going to a wedding and reception on Friday. But that same morning, early as in the morning, I was like, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm gonna watch this goddamn like conclusion to like this 20+ year buildup. It like, all right, let's do this. Put the end on this book, right? It was probably like a bad idea to do it at that exact moment. But I will say this. I don't know that it was good or bad, but I do know that I'm glad I watched it.
Oh my god, Pleiades, that was one of the worst quick reviews of the movie I've ever heard in my life. But we need to wrap it up, so let's leave it at that.
Evangelion, what do you expect?
One of the worst animes of our life. If you want to hear me rant more about Evangelion with Nyaru, maybe Warren, I don't know if we're gonna show up. We'll talk about other shit too. But it's overrated anime.
Let me know what's up.
Yeah, we'll talk about other shows as well.
Anime? Let's go with what's it called? Daimao, Demon Lord, whatever the fuck shit. ReZero, that's overrated.
Oh, I
fucking
think
Steins Gate, that's overrated.
I like ReZero more than I like Evangelion.
ReZero,
Demon
pretty tight.
Demon Blade overrated.
But anyways, tune into UPZ. That's Tuesday Tuesday at 6 p.m. Don't tune in at 7. You'll miss you miss most of the show. But it's at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, Pacific. Wednesday, we're finishing fucking Wild Arms. We're finishing Wild Arms on Wednesday. And on Friday, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if we're playing with Pleiades, because Pleiades fucking missed the last one. But
I was dying. I thought I had COVID. I had
we're like Pleiades.
Coughing.
I was like, Pleiades, are you gonna be on? And we're just like, just say yes or no, bro.
I was in a fucking coma.
Hold on, to this very second, to right now, 9:57 p.m. Pacific, to this second, Pleiades still has not told us he was not going to be on Drink Talk Roll. That until we went live, not knowing if he was going to show up. We the whole and legit at some point, every single one of us, myself, Warren, and Hal, all asked Pleiades if he was going to be on. He didn't answer a single one of us. And the funny thing was, it wasn't even that he was like gone. He was gone for a while, but then he would come back and just start talking about something else. And it's like, "Oh, you're gonna be on," and then he disappeared again. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I thought honestly, like y'all, like since everybody was saying like, "Oh, backup plan," I was like, "All right, cool." Then I can like just pass out and have fucking like NyQuil fucking comas.
And not the very shitty, not talked about Demon King Dime.
That's it. That's the one I was like, Demon King Daimao, that's it.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna make a little list of myself. I make a little list to talk about, and then I'll talk to Nyara about some other shit. So tune into that. That's all of our sneaks. All at 6 p.m. except for Wednesday. The gaming stream will be at 5. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. We're definitely finishing that game that day somehow.
Jujutsu Kaisen is overrated. Boruto is overrated. I'm trying to make as many enemies as possible
There's no DTL next Saturday. But in 2 weeks, we'll be back on DTL, or we'll be back on something. We might, like, I'm
back on our bullshit.
Yeah, we definitely will be that meme where it's like John Lennon doing that long step. But definitely there'll be some changes to the show. They'll probably happen slowly, like the way FAP
I'm just
still
popping
has
up
no
Twitter
logo.
right now. I'm seeing all this popular shit and see what I can hate.
Because like I've been talking to Jordan and other people about like new logo-y things and not logo, but new mascot-y things and so on. But we'll come to that slowly and we'll discuss it. What happens, but we'll see. Tune in to next time we do this. What day is that? Talk about hating Jujutsu Kaisen.
Do y'all like believe in like some weird ass coincidences in life? Because I literally pulled up my Twitter to try and see if I could find some popular anime to hate on, and the exact first comment I found when I opened it was Hot take: Teen Titans Raven is overrated and mid. I don't know what y'all freaks see in her.
That's random, but I don't think we have time for this discussion because I think this has a 4-hour time limit too. So I'm like trying to rush it.
I don't know, maybe possibly.
Loving it or whatever the McDonald's thing is. By the way, check out our last week UPZ. We did a fast food tier list. That was a lot of fun. I got really mad. I got really salty because nobody liked Little Caesars but me and Janet.
What's going on? Fuck!
What'd you do?
I don't know. My screens are fucking up. Wait, hold up.
Everybody. Oh no.
Wait, are y'all okay? Are y'all on?
Is Molly frozen? No,
Molly. Oh no, everything's playing and it's blinking. Oh shit! This is now a.
Oh, the stream ended.
They saw us. They heard us.
Hold on, the stream. Oh, he should get back. Okay, guys. It doesn't matter. The stream's ending now because the stream actually stopped for a second. Okay, that's all. Thank you all for watching. Support us on Patreon. Shout out to Kenneth and Joshua. Shout out to Ed, who I brought up in the story earlier. And I always mention him at the end of every show, pretty much, because he's one of our patrons. But yeah, he's the guy who had the map at AOD. That was great guy.
Godlike.
Yeah, everyone go support us.
You were objectively wrong. I'm sorry. Raven absolutely over Starfire.
No. Okay,
yes.
I'll join in on that fight. Fuck you. Anyways, good night. Coming. We'll be back in 2 weeks. September 4th. I don't know if I said it already.
Also, Demon King Damao still fucking sucks. ReZero still mid.
We got 15 viewers. I don't want